Alright, you want to post it in chat?
Yep. I got the post, and looks like we are starting in the draft.
Yes. You can talk about draft for a second. I gotta grab a charger and I'll be ready to
Yep,
go.
no, you good. You are the good. We have a Aurora band coming out of PBnJ. So quite interesting there. So Skarner getting taken away by Load the Kennens. Skarner, again, the best jungler in the game. Pick weight, win weight, all that stuff.
Alright. I have arrived. I am prepared.
Silas being taken away from Rurika. Everybody's seen his Silas and how insane it is. Corky being taken away.
You know what's crazy? I don't know if we've actually seen Erika Silas split, have we?
We have not, but it doesn't take much to just see how crazy he is on that champion.
Yeah, it does. You have to actually see it.
Well, you can go back in our VODs for last split and check it out.
Sure. If maybe some people have.
See what I did there?
You did. You did. Go check it out. What he played for the same team last split, so just check out for Low the Kennens.
Uh-huh.
Low the Kennens
But
VODs.
they left up Keppo's Victor.
All
This guy
right.
was playing Victor even before the visual changes and buffs. So I know he is very proficient at this champion. I was fortunate enough to scrim against PBnJ, and yeah, Keppo's a really solid mid laner. They're a really solid team overall.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun team to go against. When we played against them a while back, personally. Hey, CLT, did you post it in the Rec League chat?
I'm typing it up now, good sir.
Okay. Well, looking at some of these other picks here, we got a R1 Syndra and R2 MF in response to that Victor. Syndra has been a common pick as a counter to Victor even before the changes, so that's not really a crazy pick here. I will say I think the matchup is a lot more close than it was before for Victor, but he still does struggle a bit in lane. MF is being something that's been picked a lot this week. I think it's been like 3 times or 2 times. I mean, that's a lot to me compared to not being picked like the whole split, basically. Nunu. Okay. This is the second Nunu. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched the series. There was a Nunu yesterday. Okay.
15 seconds.
Yeah, I think all it took was one person to bust out the new, and now all the junglers are like, oh, well, we can play him. But it's also game one. If you're gonna throw something out there, this is the game to do it.
Yeah, I mean for them, they're playing for playoffs right now, so they're basically already starting their playoffs this week. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty intrigued how this new news gonna go. Um, I don't know. It's an interesting champion. I mean, we've obviously seen it at Worlds. Can have success.
Yeah, I think it's secretly like a really strong jungler. I just think the top 2 or 3 junglers that bring like CC and can match its gank potential, um, just kind of do its job a little bit better. But Nunu does it in such a unique way. Like
Yeah.
Nunu's really good in the Ivern. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen it uh,
Well,
being played against like Ivern.
Ivern's not a very commonly picked champion, so it's kind of following the same thing with Nunu. I feel like if they're not going to be picked a lot, then the counters aren't going to be picked a lot either, unless it's like an OP counter. And apparently, no one thinks Nunu's OP enough to screw over the Ivern when it is picked.
I like the Mundo ban here.
Yeah,
because
Mundo's lost a lot of favor though. Throughout the split. I mean, remember early on he was kind of like OP. We were joking about it, but he's kind of fallen off a bit. So I'm not saying I don't like the Mundo ban, but
well, I just think like you have two very high damage champions and backline carries and Syndra and Misfortune, but they're not known for like being really solid tank busters. So
yeah,
getting rid of something that can run at them, slow them down, and just pummel them to death makes sense. See just a lot of top lane bans actually coming out here.
yeah. Even Nar, I noticed something about Nar continuing to lose games. It's like 1-7 in the league right now. Uh, I don't know if the champion's just not good or what, but interesting to see it banned. Ooh, sorry guys, big yawn out of nowhere.
Oh, me too. Um, no, I think players just know how to play around Nar's rage bar pretty well.
Yes, they rage against the machine that is Nar, even
Yeah.
though Nar's a Yordle.
Got a Braum coming out here. Braum. I'm actually surprised Braum didn't get banned, seeing that it's Misfortune.
Yeah, but a really good pick. Um, Obviously it's good into Misfortune. I don't think it's horrible into Maokai. So
Yep.
overall, I think it's good, and it's great for disengage. So
It's actually low key good in the Syndra because you block the orb.
the ult, the whole ult.
No, the whole yeah.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yep. He blocks the ult and he stops the orb on the QE right where it's at, I believe. So
Interesting.
it only stuns and pushes back Braum.
Well, we end up with a Mordekaiser here at the B5. Mordekaiser's been one of those champions, been gaining more and more traction. I think he's pretty good. Um, so in this specific game, I can see the angle. As far as into an Aatrox, a bit of a skill matchup. But yeah, that's an R5 Aatrox. So um, we'll see how it goes. Maybe Aatrox is gonna come back into the meta because he's been really quiet this flip.
Yeah, he has a really positive win rate though. Like 4-1. It's
Yeah, no,
pretty
he's seemed very strong. I don't think he's a bad champion. It's just I think people have been valuing other things right now. But I think people are thinking the game is more of mid game oriented now with the changes, and I'm seeing that from these teams just by their pick style. Um, so that could be the reason Aatrox is coming back more into the meta. I mean, he's definitely a champion after like one item. He's pretty much he is unkillable for a good 10 minutes basically in a lot of these 1v1s in lane.
I think the interesting thing though is like Aatrox in a vacuum, looking at what he's trying to run into, is going to be difficult for him to put a lot of pressure on the back line.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see how the pick works out. Let me get this stuff fixed.
That just goes to show you you're nothing but a
Well, the Kennens is already up there.
What's up?
I forgot to change.
Oh, the overlays.
Yeah. It was easy to change though.
New pick is fake. I don't know about that.
What does that even mean? It's fake. Like they're just doing it for fun in game one to troll. I don't understand. What do you mean, Don, my friend?
I would like.
Wait, CLT, did we just lose you? Hello. CLT, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, you were like in mid sentence, and then you just cut off.
Yep.
Oh, more client issues.
It do be like that.
Yeah, so let's have a conversation on stream real quick. We have a good opportunity to take away from the moment here, and let's talk about what's going on with the playoff situation.
Ooh, well, this could be a lengthy conversation.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be lengthy. Um, but let's talk it real quick. So this is the last matchup of the week, and then we are going to be getting into officially All-Star Week. Um, so that'll be fun this week. But there will be a few other things going on. We could potentially have some different types of tiebreakers. So peanut butter and jelly, loaded cannons. This matchup is important. Depending on what happens, um, here is how we could end up with some interesting tiebreakers in Group B. So first off, whoever wins this is in the playoffs, right? They're sitting here, tied for the 4th seed. So the winner is in. If peanut butter and jelly wins, it will be a 3-way tie for the 2nd seed. So we'll actually have to play some tiebreakers to get that sorted out, which will be kind of fun. We're talking just one game series, so it's not really a series, just one game, and it's going to be like a mini tournament. How I'm going to do it is the team with the best match record, meaning the most between all games, not just the series itself, all games will be like the 1st seed in that tournament, and then the 2nd and 3rd seed will play each other. The winner of that will move on to then play the 1st seed, and then the winner of that will become the official 2nd seed of the group. And again, that's if peanut butter and jelly specifically win the series. If Load the Kennens wins the series, then there is no issue with that. There's no 3-way tiebreaker. As Backdoor Bandits beat both Sad Jellyfish and Load the Kennens, and Sad Jellyfish beat Load the Kennens. After that, we have another tiebreaker, which would be around the 2nd seed itself, because, or I shouldn't say the 2nd seed itself, but around each of the 2nd seeds for that 4th bye in playoffs, because as I said, there will be 4 byes. So it'll have the same format with the 3 2 seeds, which right now is TK Benchers, Scorch, and then whoever ends up being the 2 seed in Group E, which technically at the moment is Backdoor Bandits. So same setup, one game apiece, right? And then they'll play out accordingly. So let's just say, for fun of it, that TK Benchers is the 1 seed of that little tournament. If Scorch beats Backdoor Bandits would then become, hold on, figure this out, the 6th seed, and then TK Benchers and Scorch play. Let's just say Scorch wins that for fun too. TK Benchers would be the 5 seed. That means then Scorch would get the bye at the 4 seed. So it sounds complicated when I say it like this, but basically just know there's going to be some games being played this week, but they're all going to be just single games, no big series. It's not going to kick any teams out of the playoffs. All these teams will be in. It's just for seeding purposes and getting that bye. So it should be fun though. I mean, any type of tiebreakers are fun. It's only a 1 game little series thrown in there, so gives you a little practice too. I think it's beneficial for all teams in my opinion. But yeah, so that's the breakdown. If that was complicated, I'm sorry. I don't know how else best to explain it. So if you couldn't follow, feel free to ask questions.
I do got a question.
Sure, go ahead.
The if PBnJ wins regarding the 3-way tie, you said you're going to base that off match score?
Yeah.
Is that going to be just based on win losses or win percentage?
You just win losses. So if like one team's 7-5 compared to one team being 8-5, the 8-5 is better than 7-5. I guess that is kind of a win percentage, but they have one more win, right?
Well, win percentage will reward the teams that 2-0'd more than the teams that 2-1'd.
This is true. I could go by win percentage then, I guess. But I was just gonna go by, which record was better.
I was just curious. I have no dog in this fight.
I mean, the simplest way for me was just the better record. So.
No, that's fair.
And even if you get real technical, 8-5 is better win percentage than 7-5 too. Just like 8-4 and 7-4. The 8-4 is still better regardless, So no matter how you look at it, 7-4 to 7-5, the 7-4 would be a better win percentage, therefore a better record as well. So I guess it goes
Seems
always.
you left your brave
I think
pants
it's
at
only
home.
unique
to
circumstances where
wait while
the
you
win
go get
percentage
them?
could be different. Like I believe in some sports based on if ties are allowed.
I will wait for you to be better.
Okay, was just curious.
Unless one team played just an absurd amount of more games than another team, you know? Which we'd be talking like, I guess let's say one team played only 10 games and the other team played 15 games. That is a pretty big gap, but there's no gap like that from what I've seen.
Oh, we have a little bit of a wrinkle here.
If we've seen this before from them, haven't we?
We have. We've seen Kipo take the Sivir mid and Jello take the Victor bot. Now, when they did it, it was into a Galio mid, which I think Victor doesn't mind the Galio mid matchup at all. But Sivir obviously made way more sense just because of way better earlier access to wave clear. And Sivir can roam pre-level 6 to like river fights.
So my question would be this: is Sivir countered by MF?
I think it is a favorable matchup for MF, but I'm not 100% certain on that. I don't know bot lane matchups that well, but it strikes me that Misfortune can queue off the back line and definitely poke down Sivir a little bit, but also like Sivir pushes the wave even bot lane really, really well.
Brahma's been losing games, and so I don't know if I would call Brahma broken. But yeah, in good team comps, I mean he's been really strong. So, but yeah, so if you based on what you just said, CLT, I'm gonna go back to what you said. Then that might be why the swap as well. I mean, Victor has a harder time against Syndra, and maybe Sivir has a harder time against MF, so that's why the swap. But I just don't feel like either of them want the other matchup either. Like, why would Victor want to go into MF early? Why would Sivir want to play into Syndra at all? I guess.
Well, Sivir in the Syndra, if she spell shields one of the spells out of Syndra, I don't believe it adds a stack, so it actually makes it harder for Syndra to stack. Now that I'm thinking about how those two would trade into each other, and Syndra doesn't have access to early wave clear.
Mm-hmm.
It's post lost chapter. She can kind of push back, but it really doesn't. The wave clear doesn't really get great until Luden's companion.
Yeah.
So I see it. I can
Okay.
see it.
Well, hey,
Now I will say with Sivir pushing in a lot, and Syndra is going to be able to make her burn spell shield. I think Wukong absolutely puts up a tent mid lane and can punish the Sivir quite heavily.
makes sense. Hey, this is a way off topic here, but I'm not really. It's gonna sound funny. Water to me like basically has no taste to me. Okay, like 90% of the time, I drink water and it's just tasteless. But for some odd reason, there's random times where water is actually just so good. Is that like a thing for anybody else?
That's because your body's wants the hydration. That's why it tastes good.
No, okay. So it only tastes
Your
good
body your
when I'm
body's
like
actually
thirsty.
like trying to trick your own mind into drinking more water by making it taste good because you need the water badly.
I mean, I drink a lot of water now. Like compared to what it was like a year ago, I drink a lot of water. I'm drinking
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 bottles of water a day. So I'm not really missing water anymore. But yeah, I don't know. I will say my stomach was hurting about an hour ago, so maybe from my stomach hurting, some stuff happened and it dehydrated me or something. I don't know. I'm throwing some weird things out there since you're saying what you were saying. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those weird things I've always noticed.
It do be like that sometimes. So, and we are loading into game here. I like the phase rush by Rurika. I think phase rush is actually pretty underrated here. Yeah, I think Zalut in the chat basically said what I said, but just way better.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, appreciate the feedback. Are you in game by chance?
I am not.
Okay, I'm gonna pause. I'm paused at 19 seconds. So you let me know when you're in, bud.
All right.
Yeah, and like I said, I drink a lot of water, way more than I used to. I used to drink like maybe a bottle a day at one point in my life, and I survived fine, which is crazy. Um, but I also do believe this, that not only is obviously water based on your body weight, how much you should consume a day a bit, but I think it's based on people too. Like some people just don't need as much, and it's just because we're freaking weird. Humans are like, it's like the person that chain smokes for 100 years and somehow lives like a great life with no lung issues. Just some of us are built different. But I started drinking more water because I was trying to be healthier, and then started doing all this casting, and I realized how important water is. Are you in now?
Just got in. I'm at 10 seconds.
Okay. Let me know when you're at 19. I'll press play.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Let's go. Big, 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 big.
Nice.
Towards the scoreboard.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Well, very, very excited for this matchup. So we're gonna get underway. Both teams are starting off with a 5-man fan out. We saw the Wukong reset and get a red trinket. Did he drop a ward somewhere? I wasn't really paying attention.
Jello dropped a ward in this bot river, and Frozen Ace dropped a ward
Is that his
here in
ward?
the.
Bot river
Yeah,
too?
that's. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And then he backed and switched to Sweeper. What's your kind of like quick thoughts on that? Do you like the drop ward back to Sweeper, or are you one of those kind of like sits on the ward just for a couple of backs?
Well, first off, I love drop ward. He's a great guy. So
Oh yeah, that dude's pretty good.
but no, yeah, I think if you're the jungler, it's probably the best for you to ward, especially if you're looking for some sort of invade. In this circumstance, they weren't invading; they were 5-pointing. A defensive ward is nice to have for himself. But yeah, generally speaking, red trinket after that resetting forward is really good, unless you have plans to utilize that vision more for like the first clear or something when your ward comes back up. Maybe for a laner or something that you're not going to be by.
Lots of trading here in this mid lane.
Yeah, Rika's actually getting hit up pretty good here.
Yeah, mages need at least 3 to 4 levels, I feel like, to really start to combat the AD carries.
Yeah,
even when that meta started up.
Even with that said, I mean, the trading's pretty equal there in the mid. I know Syndra did have to burn a pot technically, but they're pretty equal on HP at the moment. Frozen coming up here for a 3-camp gank on to Gameplay. Let's see if this works out. Gameplay is going to pop the ghost, so he should be fine. Yep, just going to walk away. The P-Dog must have not had his Qs up. But no ghost from Mordekaiser is pretty big, especially since he has no flash.
Yeah, I actually just noticed that when he popped the ghost. That he's flashless Mordekaiser.
Yep. Now you gotta look out for Darkhound here. They are gonna spawn on the ward coming in through the river. Chewy's already got the setup. He will get passive on Strawberry. They are gonna set him up into a nice snowball, perfectly played, and Charming Milk should go down. First blood's gonna go over to Darkhound's Nunu.
There's one of the feats of strength going over to PBnJ.
Yeah, and we did see a lot of feats of strength mattering a lot this weekend, but I do think it's a little overplayed after playing a bit of games now, personally. I'm not saying ignore it. I'm just saying you can win through it no problem as well. Meanwhile, there's a bit of a fight here. P-Dog getting low, gonna burn flash. And ooh! The pullback on the W
nice.
from the Aatrox barely saves him as it displaced the Q from Gamepray's Mordekaiser.
Yeah, that W pullback could have came at a better time.
No mana here in the mid lane for the Sivir, so Sivir should have to
Dark
reset.
Hound's
But
hitting up,
yeah,
though.
here comes Darkhound. Enrique doesn't have any mana himself. He does knock away Kiepo and dodges the snowball well.
Yeah, nice proc of the phase rush, knowing that he could proc that to get away.
Yeah, I agree, Salute. Definitely. I think the biggest rule of thumb always when you are a laner, wherever your jungler isn't or is, will affect how you play your lane. So if your jungler is topside and you know that you're obviously on the bot side of the map, you got to play a lot safer. When your jungler is on your side of the map, you can play a little more aggressive. Nice pullback here by Gameplay, and he's going to just chop down this Aatrox very easily. He's kind of getting out pretty well, but here comes a snowball in from Darkhound. It is going to land, and Q to finish off the kill, and that's another kill going over to the side. Peanut butter and jelly.
Now, I like the first back Swifty boots from Darkhound here.
A little bit of engage here on a Jello. Going to drop a nice gravity field and keep Minus from getting in. The exhaust going to come down. Now Minus going to have to be careful. He does have the Braum passive on him, forcing him to flash away.
It's with the auto, though.
Get it. Yeah, but he's going to go down low. He has no way of surviving this. It will be a 1-for-1. But unfortunately, Victor is the one that gets the kill, so...
Looks like Load to Kennens are seeing that PBnJ, sorry, are on the Void Grubs here, so they're looking for that first dragon.
Yeah, it's going to be a good trade here. Keep themselves working towards their own feats of strength. But Grubs could easily equate to first tower, and then that'll be all done and over with. As far as the feats of strength go. So let's see how well the Kennens plays the map moving forward, because any bad map movement can be a lot of plates. Enrique does have his flash, going to drop the R on the Kiepo. Still holding his flash, finally does flash away. Kiepo does also drop the Sivir ult. And big win there in the mid lane for this Sivir.
Darkhound's just all over this map. Kind of looking like a Skarner I seen yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, this is Nunu's thing, right? He's all about objective control and just running at you in lanes. That's Nunu playstyle, so...
Now the question is Nunu going AP or not with this first item?
I don't know. I mean, they have Victor Mordekaiser. I don't think you really have to. But at the same point, he has Phase Rush, so I honestly think he's going to go AP.
I agree. I never really... I don't want to say, like, I don't like Nunu going AP. I just think if you're coming in knowing that you need that damage on the first item, Udyr just does that better.
Agreed. Yeah. This is a good point we didn't even bring up ourselves. The low mobility. I mean, literally the two dashes are top and jungle. But as far as these 80 carry and mid laner, I mean, they have no chance to get out of any snowball rolling at their face.
I find it interesting that both backline carries for both teams really benefit from having like a beefy tank in front of them to output damage, because they're not known for like their burst damage. So I mean, Syndra is, I will say that, like, she is well known for that, but she loves extended fights to get multiple cooldowns and specifically multiple W's off, because the tree damage is actually pretty insane.
Yeah, you're seeing Minus really struggling here, being able to farm. Kepa with a really nice spell shield here to dodge any damage. Terrible into Victor. Okay, so MF is bad into Victor. There you go. There's your answer. Here comes Nunu. He's rolling down again. Strawberry Milk to be forced to pop his ulti just to be able to get out. Does root multiple members, but look at this Nunu going and nearly killing Minus with the absolute zero. But he's able to get out alive. And now we have a bit of a fight here on the top side. Gameplay did pull P-Dog into the Shadow Realm. P-Dog able to flash away though as it comes to an end. So that'll be ulti trade, top lane plus flash. Gameplay just resetting right in front of him. Oh my goodness. Oh no, I'm sorry, P-Dog.
Battle of the reworks up top. See which one can stat check the other one better.
Mordekaisers, at least right now. Rika, he's got no flash. Going to be hit with a snowball. He should be able to get the E down. No, a really, really nice W keeps him safe.
Really nice mechanics there, knowing that the R is going to get you out more orbs, so you should have a chance of stunning both, but at least stuns Darkhound to get away. And proc the phase rush too.
They want to fight this. I think there could possibly be an angle. Minus just trying to clear the way of bot side. Realizing he cannot continue to channel his ulti. We'll back off smartly, but yeah, we're having a full Grubs fight up here. It's going to be a 4v4. There comes the Nunu. He's going to get a really nice DQ stun out of Eureka. Frozen now is going to go in. He's going to drop.
Nice ult by Frozen.
They're going on to Kiepo. They're trying to get on top of him. They're not really able to get much onto him. A little bit of damage. Here's Strawberry Milk doing what he can. Frozen is going to fall in the end of gameplay. Now here's a nice absolute zero. Is going to catch Strawberry Milk in full charge. A lot of damage. P-Dog trying to pop off here. Gameplay is really, really low, as well as Kiepo. The Q will land onto the Mordekaiser. They're going to shut down for Eureka, and P-Dog is doing everything he can to stay alive. Going to be able to pick up the kill on a Chewy.
Oh, nice.
This Braum is going to be taken down. Here comes a really nice Q.
Oh,
nice
nice
second
stun.
batter. A beautiful stun on Eureka. It's going to turn the fight. And a shutdown for P-Dog here on this Aatrox.
My God. Not only how long that fight was, but Eureka's positioning, flashing away, knowing he's slowed from an absolute zero coming out, and then turning around in this fight to clean up afterwards. But man, P-Dog stayed in there so long with the Aatrox healing.
Yeah, now look at this. I should note they only got one grub, but this is going to be, if they're able to acquire this Drake, two objective stacks towards that feats of strength. They only need a third one. And they will acquire it, so good job by Love the Kennens being able to take advantage off the back of a nice grub win fight.
Yeah, and also those kills going over to Eureka here.
Speaking of kills, yeah, Strawberry Milk realizing that's a bad idea. Gonna dip out.
I was saying, yeah, Eureka getting accelerated with those kills off that grub fight. He's now got Sword Shoes. I think this is where he can start to combat the push from Sivir.
Oh, and Minus nearly taken down. Unfortunately, does not have. Looks like enough. Oh! Chewy snipes him with the Braum R and actually get himself a double kill in the bot lane for this Braum.
I don't think Minus was expecting that Braum ult to do so much damage.
Yeah, that was insane.
I mean, it was 150 magic damage.
Here's a fight topside. Nice W here by Gamebearer. P-Dog is pretty strong now on this Aatrox. He does have an item. Will be able to get the kill. He would not, and the kill will go over to Gameplay with a nice Q. But here comes the stun from Eureka. The W does come back up in time. He's able to tank the damage, but Eureka will pick up the kill and be a 1-for-1 trade on the top side.
More gold going over to Eureka. I do like him getting this Blackfire Torch. Typically not an item you see on Syndra, but there's so much beef on the side of PBnJ that he wants that sustained damage. Also, lethality coming out by Misfortune is going to be quite interesting.
Oh no. Strawberry milk taking a lot of damage there, but looks like Jello doesn't have enough to really burn down his tree at the moment.
And Jello has 2 upgrades. He upgraded Q and E. And Syndra now has 68 stacks, so scaling decently on Syndra here.
Oh, a nice little bullet time doing a little damage here on a Jello, but beautifully done by Chewy to block any more incoming damage after the initial couple shots. And that's why Braum is so strong in MF right there.
I'm actually surprised Jello didn't ult. Knowing that it was
Here
gonna stop
comes
MF ult.
Darkhound once again, just continuing to be a nuisance. Nature's Grasp gonna come down. A really nice rune, a beautiful stun on a Jello, but Jello's gonna get out. Double flash here from both bot lane of PBnJ. They're kiting it out with a nice laser on a minus. And it looks like they're going to be able to walk away with their lives. We do see Darkhound hiding in a bush. He's probably trying to set up for a nice absolute zero. But at the same side, we see Eureka hiding in a bush. They're both on top of a ward. How is this going to play out here? CLT?
I don't know. And Casper is going to spawn topside here. It actually makes sense for once where he spawns, because there's so much fighting from these top laners.
Indeed. And here comes the snowball again. Minus is going to dodge it with a W, but he will not be able to dodge the E. Here comes an absolute zero, and yep, that'll be a nice kill for Darkhound's Nunu. Eureka and Kiepo trading heavily in the mid lane, and Eureka takes down the Sivir really, really low there.
This would be feats of strength if they
yeah,
get this
they're
turret.
focusing a turret. They're trying to do it. Meanwhile, we do see Wukong hitting the jungle camp, but it's not going to matter. First turret will go down, so feats of strength will go over to Peanut Butter and Jelly. And Strawberry Milk is committed into this fight. He said, I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down fighting. And Wukong just needed a little more time on that Herald, and he would have been able to get an advantage for his team, but thus it will not happen. MF was picked first before Braum. I believe MF was R1, correct?
Yes. MF was R1 and Braum was B4.
Yeah, so there's no way they could have known that. They would just have to have banned it out. And unfortunately, they did not. But with all the stuff that's kind of gone wrong a bit here for the Kennens, they still have some saving graces. The Syndra is sitting at 3-0 right now, already on an item and a half. And they do have the Drake advantage here, so let's see how they decide to play it. It is a full 5 here on the bot side for both teams. Looks like Drake is going to fall really quickly. Wukong can get in, but he's not dodge out. Gain praise ultimate. But here goes a full-on fight. Nunu will be able to cash in, but a very nice bullet time. Beautiful bullet time, forcing flash out of both Darkhound and Kiepo. Meanwhile, Frozen Nix in the background. Nice Cyclone into another nice stun, but here's the absolute zero, but he's going to pop immediately, going to the absolute. P-Dog is popping off. P-Dog is getting plays done. Strawberry's going to pick up the Braum kill. Jello is trying to run for his life, but a beautiful double W will bring the shutdown for P-Dog. Now it's just Gameplay left standing. And that'll be the end of the fight, but it'll be a 4-for-1 in advantage for the Kennens.
What a massive fight. And even though Mordekaiser ulted Wukong, like, P-Dog just pulled the trigger and got in their faces to try and stop them from getting Dragon. They ultimately got the Dragon, but Eureka just ran absolute havoc in the back line.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Frozen had a really nice Cyclone there, hit all 5 members of Peanut Butter and Jelly, and it was just, from there out, it was just about this Aatrox and this Syndra making sure to get in there and get on the right targets and clean up the fight.
Yeah, they played that quite well. Yeah, like you said, Frozen getting that 5-man ult right before he died was massive.
Yeah, so Otacon does spawn at 20 minutes, and Baron does spawn at 25. Zalutes. GeoPro did let you know in the chat, but yeah, that is the new spawn times. So Otacon is coming up soon. If you guys can see, this is Otacon right here. The timer on my screen. Oh, and Kiepo's face checking in to an Aatrox. It does. I was waiting, but here comes the World Ender being dropped. Nice first Q on the Kiepo. He does have another charge of the Q, but it looks like he's going to hold it as he's trying to get another Q up. The Sivir had the ulti going, so P-Dog was trying to play it slow. And that is going to be a kill. Nice pullback. Meanwhile, there's going to be a fight over here near Atlas. A beautiful bullet time to be blocked, unfortunately, by Chewy. The Cyclone did land, but I don't know if it's going to matter. TPA's come from Aatrox. Aatrox has arrived. Mordekaiser does get a kill onto the Wukong, but look at the back line of PBnJ. They're running for the hills. Jello looks like he might be able to get out, but Eureka does have a setup. Oh, and the flash over of Midas. Oh, but it's turned by the Victor, but it is going to be a 1-for-1. Strawberry Milk now trying to kill this Nunu. Nunu will get a smite and a little Q onto the Maokai, but it's not going to matter because that's going to be still a win and advantage for the side of the Kennens, but gain prey. He's hacking away at this mid turret.
Yeah, and actually they took down Minus, which prevents them from doing Otacon here.
Yeah, it was a very much a crazy flash over the wall there. Face checking into a Victor. Feel like I've seen that a couple times in my life. Someone kind of comes to mind. It's 80 carry. He played for a couple different teams in NA.
Oh. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I think we all know who I'm talking about. I don't even have to say his name.
Mm-hmm. You have a pause?
Maybe. And if you don't, it's double lift.
Yeah.
Classic Lucian play.
Mm-hmm. I forget who was the guy playing Victor.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a pause. I'm a little worried. I'm hoping.
I think it's a pause.
I mean, it doesn't say anything, and usually it would show a pause screen for us. And I've had issues in the past where it just randomly stops working. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Because if it does, we're going to miss some of the game. What should I do here, CLT?
Let's give it another minute. See what happens.
I think we're just frozen. Spectator bug, man, in the middle of a important series is so great. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna jump out, man.
Alright.
I have already experienced this too many times in my life. So we'll get back in, guys. Hopefully it's not gonna completely glitch out. I pray it doesn't, at least. If not, we'll have to. Yeah, it's a spec bug, 100%. Let me find one of these guys. Here we go. I'm jumping back in now. We will miss some of the game, so hopefully nothing important happens in that time frame we miss. Oh, and of course I come right back into a freaking team fight. We missed so much of this game, unfortunately. Well, we're back in now, so P-Dog is just popping off in the fight. As soon as I come back, I just see P-Dog killing everybody. It's a massacre. It appears whatever we missed, the big thing was Drake 3 and Soul Point went over to load Kennens before the fight even broke out.
Yep.
It was 14 to 14 kills before this too, so we definitely missed a little bit of fighting before the Drake, unfortunately. Well, we'll just work through it. We'll go from here, and if you guys would like, you guys can let me know. If you want me to go back in and check what happened. I have no problem doing that.
What time are you on?
I'm 25 minutes.
Okay.
So,
All right. I'm at like 25:07.
all right, we're basically like a minute or two behind. Yeah, so they're
Like a
starting
second.
about 3 seconds. Otacon just got started up. They were able to take it here. Now they're going to turn on the Gameplay. Gameplay will drop himself the Death Realm. Frozen Ace is inside of it, but he's going to go 2 forms of the Cyclone here and nearly wins the fight himself. But once they come out of it, MF does pick up the kill.
Tenzin, this is game 1, my friend. We see Load the Kennens get the revival buff from Otacon.
I love that no matter what happened, again, we don't know exactly what happened, but between that 21-minute and that 24-minute when we came back in, so that 3-minute time frame, I love that no team was forcing the Otacon. It's something that I've seen a lot of teams do. Otacon is nice. Pick it up when you can, but you don't have to take it as soon as it spawns, right? It's a bit of a bait, I think, if you're trying to. It's pretty tanky. I actually argue right now it's tankier than Baron, and it does more damage than Baron.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Aatrox had a rough early game, but starting to pop off here in this.
Oh,
game.
and a beautiful bullet time. We'll be able to blow up this Nunu. Unfortunately, Darkhound will not get an opportunity to pop off anymore on this Nunu, as he has been taken over the map immediately the moment they saw him. And that's Baron at 26.5 minutes. Yeah, we blinked and Aatrox is 92 as well. Literally blinked.
Mm-hmm. Let's kind of take stock since we got a sec. Syndra is fully transcended, so completed her passive.
Nice. Jello's got to be very careful. Frozen just going in. Drops a cycle on the back line. They're committed to killing Jello. Jello goes down to minus. And the tower dive looks like it's going to continue as Frozen's just hitting people. He knows
Frozen,
he has the
you
revive.
Can fight. Yeah, you got the revive.
So he gets it off. I like the aggression. I like the play when you know that you have Otacon passive there. Yeah, I don't either. Darkhound doesn't understand what's going on at all because he's getting jumped on, unfortunately, by Frozen Ace. And that's going to be Frozen's first kill of the game. But Nunu's now off the map with Soul spawning here in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the Spirit Visage on Nunu, and I got nothing.
Maybe he just wants more healing.
That's what I was thinking, but like he gets he already overheals from jungle camps, so.
Ooh, really nice EQ here. Strawberry does go in. The Kipper's going to drop the ulti, and they're going to turn onto this tree. Tree does drop the Nature's Grasp, though, being zoned out by the Victor R. Strawberry's going to fall here. Meanwhile, though, on the backside, they did pick up Mountain Soul, so a bit of a misstep there from Strawberry Milk. Lucky for him, it went positively. Oh, no, Snowball is going to hit, but Darkhound's going to get deleted immediately by P-Dog, who's dropped the World Ender. He's now inside the realm with Gameplay, but I think that it's the opposite of what Gameplay wants. He does not want that 1v1. A beautiful flash in there from Frozen Ace to guarantee a 3-man knockup with a Cyclone and beautiful bullet time. That's a double kill now for this Aatrox, and that's going to be a triple kill for P-Dog, and that's going to be the game here, CLT.
Boy, P-Dog having an absolute big performance on this Aatrox, even after giving over some kills in this early game here.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, I'm not surprised. Aatrox's scaling is pretty strong. It's really good here in the mid game, and 2 or 3 items. I mean, he's right where he needs to be. Dark Hound does spawn, but I don't think this Neuters can have any chance at helping save the day. He's just going to be food for the Soul Lanes if he stays close, and that's GG. You guys want me to jump back in again and just see what happened in those 3 minutes, or should I just get on into this? What do you guys think? Should we take a peek? You know what? I think we take a peek. Let's just take a quick peek. We have a second. What am I doing here? Because I am generally curious, especially about that fight. Like, we came in at the end of it when Aatrox was already popping off, so. If they ask CLT, let them know. I'm just checking on.
I already did. I'm in the lobby with him.
Okay, cool.
So you.
Yeah, so we'll just peer at. I think that the fight is the most important thing. Maybe I can speed up a little bit, and kind of see what happened in those 2 minutes. But 21 minutes. All right, we'll jump to right here. So nothing really happens here. We do see a pick here. Let's see what the pick is. So we do actually start up Otacon. So it did get started. I was just didn't get taken, and there was a pick that happened, or a little mini team fight appears. So Strawberry Milk ends up going in, dropping the Nature's Grasp, and a beautiful bullet time here by the MF, and then to a nice iPhone. Just a really nice team fight where not everybody was there.
Otacon even chipping in on that.
Yeah. Realistically, the biggest thing was the backline wasn't there yet when that fight started. Strawberry Milk did overchase a bit, got himself killed, but that's all right. So let's jump over now to the Drake. Let's see what happens here in the Drake, because that's really what we're coming here for. So it does get started up, and it gets down to 5K. So I'm thinking this ends up being a steal here. Beautiful EQ to start the fight out of Eureka. They're just going to turn back onto the Drake. A nice ulti there on the gameplay, but Frozen Ace is going to be able to smite that away initially. Now we pop the World Ender. Rom E is used. They pick up a kill on Strawberry Milk. Then the rest of the fight, I mean, Mordekaiser goes down. They have no cooldowns. The Braum was already trunked. No Nunu on the map, and I mean, that's kind of what you see. So more or less the biggest takeaway from that fight is that they got chunked out a little bit by the Drake, and Braum had to use his E early, and that was all she wrote. And yeah, no, for sure. They draft a very low AD comp, so I'm not surprised. So
I think it was interesting that Mordekaiser like itemized a little bit tankier, because I think if he has more AP and more offensive stats to like pressure the backline, then I think he has a world where he ults either Syndra or Misfortune, probably Misfortune specifically.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Threaten him.
I think Minus there, considering it probably wasn't the best situation for him, played that game pretty well as well. His job there is all about not inting, like, right? That's the big thing. Don't run it down, and he succeeded at that. And then just drop nice alts. Could even be used as zoning tools.
Did you get the spec link?
I did not. I did actually. I see it.
Okay, cool.
So
you like joined in right as he posted at the same time. I know sometimes you don't see it.
Yeah, usually I'm talking too much and I get distracted.
Oh, good. What do you want to see out of this PBnJ comp going into this draft here?
Well, let me look at this first draft again just to break it down fully. So I think the big change I want to see, maybe get this guy off Syndra or at least maybe play for counter to try to counter against Eureka. No, they're going blue side again, so that's not gonna happen. Yeah, don't give this guy a good Syndra angle. I liked the Victor bot, but the Syndra just popped off really hard. Um, I would stray away from that PBnJ almost entirely. Kind of just come up with something different at this point. I like Victor as he is a really strong champion, but I feel like just sending him mid at this point is probably better. Um, so yeah, I don't know. After that, to be honest, maybe what other champions do they play? Maybe pull out their Corki. I know they're really good on their Corki. On Jello here.
Looks like Rurika's just gonna eat all three of these bans here.
Yeah, they are banning the Silas. They are banning the Syndra. And as I say that, Love the Kennens is banning the Corki, which they banned in game 2. Or game 1, I mean. So, they're not going to give Jello his Corki at all. Yeah, I mean, they have angles. I just think that draft, that, it wasn't that it was bad. I think maybe just changing it up would be good here. And at this point, it's for your season. Just send it. Give me your spiciest draft you can.
I actually think like Jinx is fine. I actually think you could be one Victor here, because like you got rid of, I would argue, his biggest lane counter in Syndra.
Yeah.
And actually, Skarner's off the table too. Skarner finds unique angles to gank Victor quite heavily as well. So
Yeah, well, they decided to go with the Jinx. So let's see what Loaded Kennens does here.
we got Caitlyn coming out.
I think Caitlyn, if I remember correctly, historically good into Jinx early game. So,
Yeah, but not the best win rate in the league so far.
yeah, it has
Six,
struggled a bit.
6-9.
But at the same side, Jinx has also struggled. I think she's 8-15 or 8-14. So,
Let
um,
me put it up real fast.
and
Jinx is a good memory, 8-15.
yeah. So I think it's fine. They're both low win rate 80 carries. Jinx's counters have just been hurting her a lot. Maokai pickup here. Once again for Loaded Kennens. I think Strawberry played really, really well on it, so I do like it here. It's an engaged hole for him. Something he does well. Leona as the counter to that. I like the Leona angle though. I believe the Bramble Smash can knock the Leona out of her E, like mid E. So,
Correct.
it's really skill matchup heavy.
I think you have to take the Victor here.
I don't think you have to, but it's still open, and I think it's still a good option.
Well, I mean, I think you play the Victor here and just see what Rurika also has. Because
Yeah.
his Silas is out. His main Victor counter, like Rurika's 2-0 against Victor on Syndra. The split. He played it last week as a counter. It's like what else? And a Ziggs.
Well, it's looking like a Ziggs, so there's your what else. That is spicy. Talk,
That is
talk about Loaded
that is
Kennens and PBnJ, and you're talking about one of these teams being spicy. This is the one you're not expecting to be as spicy, but a Ziggs mid, haven't seen that much.
no, you haven't at all. I mean, Ziggs is traditionally good into Victor. Just outranges him quite heavily, but Victor still scales.
Yep.
If we're looking specifically at that matchup, but I would probably say load the Kennens or may ban Victor here.
No, they're still leaving it up. Is Victor good into Ziggs?
Ziggs can push Victor back and poke him quite a bit in lane. I prefer the Ziggs side of that matchup personally, but Ziggs needs a lot of CC to help like lock Victor down so he can burst him down with like a big R or something like that. I don't like Ziggs with like Leona and Mumu unless he's got like just a massive front line in front of him.
Well, right now he's got a
Which-
Maokai. That's helpful. Let's see what else they're able to draft.
There is a boatload of zone control in the load the Kennens comp already between Caitlyn Trap, Ziggs Minefield. It's going to be really hard for PBnJ to walk into it, but I definitely think there's going to be a tank of some sort coming out of Load the Cannons just to solidify that zone control.
Yo, call me crazy, but maybe this Maokai go jungle and Braum is the pick here for Load the Cannons.
I would like that. I think that synchronizes pretty well. Ensures up their comp quite a bit.
But no, they're gonna go with Emilio. All right.
Okay. I would definitely think, in my opinion, you see like Orange, Scion, like some just massive brick wall up in the top lane for Load the Cannons. And I think they can play that considering Mordekaiser Gwen's off the table.
Yeah, I think if you're PBnJ here, you're looking to take away the Ornn at this point.
Yeah. I think the Ornn goes well with their comp, enhances the CC.
Oh, but it's a Cassante. Now,
Oh,
mine,
it's
it's an Ari. I would say Cassante would be like the perfect pick here if you're thinking it's going to be Ornn because Cassante does really, really well into Ornn.
Mm-hmm.
J. Robert Oppenheimer locked in. What? This guy on about?
Ziggs has no lane counter. No, for the most part, I can agree with that.
So it is a Cassante there. Said something about Ornn having no lane counter. Is that what I just heard?
No, Ziggs.
Oh.
Ziggs. If you play Ziggs at an elite level, yeah, he's really got no lane counter. The only one I can think of is like maybe Fizz. But Gragas. I like this if it's tank Gragas. I don't know how I feel about this.
Playoff J in full effect. I'm not sure who you're referring to. Playoff PBnJ? I definitely say no matter what, this is, like I said, this is a playoff game right here. Like, this is for all the marbles, so that is certainly what it is.
I like the thought behind set of like punting back one of these engages, but the moment you take an RKO one of these engages like back into the team comp, he's going to continue to move forward after Jinx Ari, and I don't think he ever catches them without like a really like clutch E. But then it just leaves his whole backline exposed. That's the interesting thing I don't like about Set. Is he's very easy to leave his backline just completely exposed to damage.
I'm certainly pretty curious about the set myself.
I got it. So interesting. I mean, if Load the Cannons get ahead, I don't think there's a world where PBnJ can ever walk into Fog of War or into the zone control. But likewise, I think if PBnJ get ahead, there's very little that can stop all of the engages getting thrown at the Load the Cannons comp. Also, Rurika on Ziggs, this is not a champion I would ever associate Rurika with.
People fear what they cannot understand.
That just goes to show you you're nothing but a whiskey delta.
I'd rather be home anyway.
Well, let's see what happens. Like I said, one of two things are happening here in this game. One, Load the Kennens is moving on. PBnJ sitting on the couch, or we're going to game 3. So, you guys, let me know the outcome in the chat. Tell me what you guys think. Got about 22 viewers in here right now, so definitely put your votes in. Let's see what we got.
Yep,
And
let
then,
us know which
And then me and CLT will give our votes, and we'll see who's right, the viewers or us. All right, I see load Kennens. So Zalut, what do you think then? What's your pick between that?
Why not? My scissors don't bite.
Based on you saying the margin of error is lower for blue team, I feel like you're leaning towards PBnJ, but I could be wrong. No, the Kennens wins after 25 minutes. Okay, there it is. 2 load the Kennens picks so far. Keep them coming in, guys. I want to hear your picks.
Load to Kennens dark horse, and that's a bold one there, Tenzin.
Okay. That's his dark horse to win the tournament.
I mean, they are the only team to beat Small Brain No Mechanics.
Yeah, but nobody's beat Coin Flip, so
That's fair.
I feel like if the bar is that, then the bar should be who's beaten Coin Flip and nobody. Well, we can have a for fun stream or something talking about who we think should win the tournament. But I definitely don't have an opinion right now.
You're in the tournament. You shouldn't.
Oh no, it's not that. I was gonna say I do think any team could win as of right now. It feels like all these teams are really, really close in competitiveness. I guess if there was a favorite, it'd probably be Coin Flip or maybe something like that of TK Gamers and Benchers, since they have the teams that have players that won last split, right? Yeah, and that's fair, Tenzin. That's definitely fair. But we've also seen. Here's the thing: if we want to have that conversation, let's have that conversation about Love the Kennens real quick before they even play. I will have an honest conversation about this. Regardless of beating Small Brains, the thing is, we've seen Love the Kennens. We've seen them at their highest highs and their lowest lows, and I think that's important. When a team is inconsistent, it's hard for me to go, okay, this team is gonna win it all. To me, Love the Kennens would be the team. What are they on about? There should be no match error.
Version mismatch error. Interesting.
What? Oh, I don't know what's going on. That shouldn't even be a thing.
I'll restart my client just in case.
I think. Let me see if the lobby still works. Huh, there is something weird happening. Interesting. Should I reset my client too then?
Wait.
I guess we're all just gonna reset. I love how we're just trying to get into the game and we just can't. We're not allowed.
Actually, I do have an update when I relaunched.
That's rather interesting.
Second, I'm actually low-key checking the patch notes in case there was a hotfix.
Well, there was login issues earlier, so they probably patched that out.
actually balancing champions for Swift play. I actually didn't
Oh.
know that.
Yeah, I guess restarting the client was the answer I'm in.
I should be popping in. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, you're already in here. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
That was the weirdest thing ever. What the heck? But anyways, yeah. So to finish up my my full point was, yeah. So the inconsistency, right? I wanted to make the comparison here is like, um, NFL teams like I don't know, like the Packers. Packers been pretty inconsistent this season. They lost yesterday. Not really surprised by that. Could they have won a playoff game? Sure, it's possible, but the inconsistency killed them the most. And so I feel like that is something that if the Kennens is able to like just tomorrow fix that problem, they could certainly be one of the best teams in the league. And what I mean by that is, to me, they could be a front runner. Uh, but if they can't fix that, I don't know how far they can truly go. So it's like that's my most honest take of load the Kennens. But I do think they have a very talented roster. That's why I wouldn't like say they can't do it. That would be a ridiculous thing to say. Um, but yeah, they do have a nice win under their belt. I think the win over Small Brains is a really nice win. It shows their highest high. I think that's what that proves. So
I think I agree with that for the most part.
I mean, P Dog, that's just the best comparison I could think of, man. You can find other teams if you want that are inconsistent. I mean, the Steelers were inconsistent. Um, the Bengals were inconsistent. I don't know. Fuck. There's a lot of teams. If you're not the Vikings, Lions, Bills, Chiefs, um, you could probably throw the Ravens into that conversation. If you're not those teams where they're very consistent in their play, and that's why you see up on the scoreboard them winning. Uh, that's crazy. The Riot servers are on fire. At least the LA ones. Hmm. So this is a really weird situation. All we're trying to do is play some League of Legends, and we're having some major issues out here. Get through one game and everything just breaks. But yeah, I mean, here we are. Still sitting here, still waiting. Hopefully these teams remembered what they remember what their. Okay, Tenzin. I disagree. Coin flip is not the Chiefs, man. I don't think the Chiefs are a good team. So if you're like in comparison to what people would think they are, for a 15-2 team, they feel more like a 10-7 team. And I think so. I think coin flip is more like the Lions, and it actually makes sense because the Lions do a lot of trickery, and coin flip does a lot of crazy off meta trickery type stuff in their games. So coin flip is probably the Detroit Lions. If we're really gonna start making football comparisons to teams.
I mean, if they make a boatload of like off-meta picks, and I assume we're referring to mainly
No,
Geo.
that's not disrespect, Tenzin. In fact, that's more respect. I'm saying that coin flip is better than the Chiefs. Coin flip is the Detroit Lions. I think the Detroit Lions are a better team than the Chiefs.
Yeah, but wait a sec. I gotta defend my Group A guys here. Like, if Coin Flip are playing off meta stuff, but they've literally done it the whole regular season, is it really that surprising and that off meta?
Okay, well I can make the same conversation about the Detroit Lions then. If the Detroit Lions have done trickery all season, is that really trickery anymore?
I don't watch football.
All right, well that's my point. You don't even watch football, so I don't know how you can't make it
Yeah, I
crazy.
don't.
They do. So the point is that they both do things that aren't the norm, regardless if they do them all season or not. It's still not the norm, and they're both easily the best teams right now in their leagues. So there it is.
But but in order for something to become normal, you just do not normal stuff for a lot of
Dude, the
times, and it
Chiefs,
becomes normal.
the Chiefs up until like 2 weeks ago couldn't score points. Bro, like the Chiefs are bad. Like no, Chiefs aren't good. Please don't get me started on football here, but the Chiefs are not that good. The freaking the Bills are better just because Josh Allen exists, and that makes them better than the Chiefs. Just right there, like Josh Allen's better right now than anybody on the Chiefs is, including Mahomes. Just crazy. And if the Bills lose to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game, it'll be another great Josh Allen performance, and his whole team will just collapse and crumble and turn into dust like we all thought they were.
I feel like you guys just triggered him.
Honestly. And Gio Prowler, you're not the 07 Patriots. If you know, in fact, you could be the 07 Patriots. Good luck. You're gonna lose in the finals then. I don't think you want to be the 07 Patriots, man. Um, like I said, I think the Detroit Lions is a good representation of you guys right now, and that's not even close to any hate at all. It's like probably the most respect I could give you guys because I think highly of the Lions as a football team. You will be them until the finals. So they just be the Lions then. That's my point. Don't be the Patriots. You can't be the Patriots until the finals. If you're the '07 Patriots, then you're doomed. Don't be the '07 Patriots. Be the Detroit Lions. I don't think they're doomed. I actually really think they might win the Super Bowl this year. And I would actually love to see them win the Super Bowl. I love the Lions. Like I'm not a Lions fan. I just love the story, you know? It's a beautiful story to see. But like legitimately if the Lions do not win this year, I'm done caring about them though. Cuz you can just win this year and be done with it. All right, it's patching for him. Gotta love chilling, talking football instead of watching league, huh? CLT.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Compare bowlers to these teams. Give me
What?
give me a professional bowler that's like coin flip.
That's like coin flip?
Yeah.
Uh, oh God, you can't. This is not a direct one-to-one. Can't do that.
Yo, their coin flip is Mangus Carlson right now, the chess player.
Wait, isn't he like one of the goats?
He's probably the best chess player in the world right now and has been for a while.
Oh,
Oh my god, these two in the chat. I don't understand. Zema and Tenzin, y'all need to chill. See, guys, if you just started your match at like 2:30, there wouldn't be these problems. Yeah, what does it say now? Transfers disabled. What do you mean? The rank season's already over. We're in the new what? This transfers disabled thing makes no sense, by the way.
I uh,
Sure. I claim them. Let me see if I have any loot, you guys. I haven't even clicked on this new loot thing. What the heck?
I haven't either, actually. Now that you brought that up.
What's in the mythic shop right now? Hashtag Mumu. 2 damage Yasuo. That skin looks dope.
Which one?
The Ashen Conqueror Pantheon. Alright,
Yeah.
let's check out the crafting. Oh man, I got a mystery icon. Yo, pool party Zoe. Woohoo! When did I get this master chest? I mean, it's a cool skin. I just don't play the champion. Damn, what a tragedy. Useless. I can't open any more boxes. Don't have any more. Oh, look at all these champions. Oh, what a surprise. I own them all. Oh.
Dude, can we actually give Riot credit for giving the multi-disenchant function?
Oh yeah, I forget
And
about that. And I could have clicked it the whole time, but I'm just I feel like this is better. Should I upgrade this, guys? I don't play this champion.
Yo, we're R, bro.
Alright. I can't upgrade it, damn. Hey, just curious though still. Should I upgrade that Cho'Gath skin, guys, when I get out of game?
You can't cage me for long.
Oh my god. Y'all get this stuff out of my chat. Like, why are we conversating about LeBron and MJ now? I'm gonna stop.
Oh, no. No. I actually have something in this conversation, but we ain't going into this.
People fear what they cannot understand.
No CLT. You guys were the
That just goes to show you
2008 Detroit Lions.
Were they winless as well?
Yeah, they're the first team to do it in the 16-game era.
Wait, we weren't the first.
Oh, you want to base on who actually was the first? Well, the first was whoever was winless in the very first ever Rec League split. Who's that?
Was that last split?
No, that was definitely not us, but I'm sure it happened before I even came around.
No, wait, I actually think my team was when we first did the Sweat League because we went over in that league too.
Ah, it's doomed.
I'm 0-10 in Sweat League series. Oh shit. Hey, but this split we won a game.
I think you guys are the goats. What are you talking about?
I don't know about all that. We put up a fight.
You guys played down to the very end. We're the only team of that was winless who played all your games, so I respect it.
Way to find a silver lining. I at least give you that. It was a pretty good one, but
My sisters don't bite.
And at the end of the day, usually somebody has to go winless, right? It almost feels like it always works out that way.
I found a way to go winless in 6 series this split, not even 5.
What? No, that's crazy. Zema, you having fun over there, buddy?
You're trying so hard to ignore him, and it just now started to not work.
Nah, I'm just asking if he's having fun. I don't care what he's saying in chat. Me and him have had long, extensive conversations about these things. I just think it's funny that this is happening in my chat.
Oh, I've seen your guys' back and forth in the servers.
I mean, usually it's more Tenzin and him. I'm not really a part of that. Well, can we talk League of Legends? I know we had 2 picks for our little Kennens earlier. So, who do we got, CLT?
Who do we got?
Yeah, who we feeling?
I'm a big Ziggs enthusiast. I think played at a high level, that champion virtually has no counters. But I don't think the load the Kennens comp has enough front line to withstand a Mumu engage, Ari picks, Leona engage, even Cassante separating. Like if Cassante separates one of these five from load the Kennens away from their comp, he just auto kills them.
Gotcha.
So I actually give this one over to PB&J on the draft.
So you've heard it
But
here first, folks. He has picked coin flip to win this game.
wait, what? Wait, wait, are we talking about the whole thing?
Nah,
I'll go with my Group A boys at coin flip. I'll take them.
I'm just memeing. I'm just memeing. I'm making jokes. I mean, with that said, I'm personally picking Team Ghost to win this series right here. I think Ghost wins this for sure.
I don't know. I mean, there's a chance I get gapped.
You can't get gapped if you're not even playing. What do you mean? Now this guy's really memeing out here. Holy shit. Yo, where's Pugsley at, man? Yo, Pugsley, get in here, man.
I was sitting on that one the whole cast, by the way, and you just had to open up the door.
No, I'm gonna slam the door on your feet, buddy.
It wouldn't be the first time.
I mean, I've never actually done it. You don't live near me, man.
I'm not like obscenely far proximity
I
from
mean,
you.
you're like 1,000 miles.
Wait, what? No.
I'll settle this right now. Send me your hometown in the.
Bro, I'm 350 miles from you.
How do you
I'm
know?
like a 5.5 hour drive.
How can you confirm this? You know where I live?
I know what city.
No, you don't actually. You're wrong because it's not the city.
Whatever. Don't sleep on sad jellyfish. Without getting too deep into this, I actually think that's the dark horse if you're gonna make me pick one. I don't think anybody who's played in this league for a lengthy amount of time wanted to see sad jellyfish make playoffs, because that team, their highs were stupid high. And I think they unfortunately had an off regular season and a group that you couldn't do that in. But ultimately they made it in the playoffs, and that team could be very dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sleeping on any team. I've already stated this many times. I think any of the 12 teams can win this. So I really just like to meme mostly.
You do.
I would say I'm probably more objective than almost anybody in this freaking entire goddamn server when it comes to this stuff.
Ban Chingiz Lee Sin. Yeah, that's ban worthy.
Yeah, he's very good. Very good at least. Are you in game?
I am 3 seconds, 4 seconds.
I'm at 11 seconds.
10, 11 seconds.
Okay, we're good.
Interesting that Rurika takes first strike here. After that got nerfed a little bit, most of the artillery mages have kind of steered away from it.
All right, now I'm seeing a bit too much memeing in the chat from people that are my teammates. So if we keep it up, I might just block you guys in Discord.
Best Lee Sin in the league? I think there's a discussion to be had there. Yeah, I said it.
I'm not saying about you. I'm just saying about what these guys are saying. I had nothing to say about the Lee Sin. I'm just saying these guys are keep memeing, boys.
I mean, one of them's your mid laner. You can just choose not to gank his lane ever again.
Yeah, I'll just send this
Zen was
series.
playing with fire there.
Yeah. The other guy is just one of my best friends. I guess I just won't show up anymore. Don't worry, buddy. I won't be there.
I assume that's Geo Prowl saying he hasn't seen his Lee Sin yet. Low key, I'm surprised he hasn't pulled that out if that's Geo.
Gio, you're just the biggest memer here.
I mean,
He's still a memer. Don't need to try it. He's still.
he's
a
the
memer.
He's the only one that's won a game on Vi that wasn't played in the jungle.
Now you're memeing the guy that played the Vi in the mid. Jesus, these memes have to stop. Focus on the game now, boys. We have a series to still finish up.
I see you, Zenma. I do favor Ziggs in this mid lane here. He can push back Ahri. Once Ahri gets Lost Chapter, then she can start to TQ the wave and push Ziggs back evenly. But
You know, I do remember one thing about gameplay is this guy was a beast. A beast on the Cassante pick.
there's a lot of just really good Cassante players in the league.
Oh, 100%. I mean, my top laner performed very well on it yesterday as well.
Yep.
But I'm just saying, this guy. I remember this guy like going off on it too. So.
I like Frozen's like rune choice. Just kind of makes me think that he's not gonna go Leandries at all. He's gonna go full tank.
Yeah. As far as Darkhound, by the way, I wanted to point out there's a comment here by Salute. Darkhound does play the Andre build. I remember him doing that last time. I disagree. I mean, it takes fingers to play Cassante, man. Have you played the champion? Because I personally have, and I have fingers, but I definitely need to practice him if I want to be good on that champ. And I'm mostly referring to non-tanky Cassante. I guess tanky Cassante is not as hard to play, but when he goes into his alt form and he goes all out, man.
That's an interesting dynamics of the trade here, where if Cassante lands at Q3, Set just immediately presses W.
Oh, I think Frozen got spotted by that minion coming in, but I could be wrong. Let's see how they played here. Chewy's not being aggressive, but Darkhound is going to find a gank topside. This is more than likely going to be first blood. A nice flash away. Going to be a nice W, but the advantage shot is going to go through. Wait, he can beat get away. He cannot. And that's going to be a first blood going over to the Immovable as they both are in the flash stop at the same time. That is what you call team synergy. And Frozen being super patient. Jello's walking up. It does not look like they know. Oh, they
Strawberry giving the shield.
Oh, but he was not paying attention. He's going to drop the barrier. Do they have enough damage?
Oh, but there's a slow.
The Q is going to come in. A nice snipe here by Minus. So they do not get the first blood, but they do get a nice kill for this Caitlyn.
Oh my god, that went from, like, could have been an epic flame on Strawberry giving him that shield, to then Frozen's like, okay, it worked anyway.
Yeah, I'm almost 100% that Frozen got spotted on that minion. He had to have. The way they were playing so safe. But just not long enough. Really nice charm here by Kiepo and Rika. And you're seeing this Ahri having a lot of success. We were talking about not having a counter matchup or whatever, but I mean, Ziggs seems to be struggling in that Ahri matchup. Meanwhile, we're going to have a fight breakout. Drake was secured by Frozen, but a nice charm onto Strawberry Milk. He will be taken down. It looks like he's probably going to be the sacrifice here. Oh, but a nice bandage toss going to land. Now Frozen's going to rock in a hard place. Will he get out? No, the zap will land, and Jello will pick up a kill.
That's a kill and an assist over to this Jinx here, so that's not something you want to see. But kill on Caitlyn's pretty good as well.
Oh, while Frozen is moving over to these scrubs, they're trying to get an advantage early to really work towards these boots. We do see that both teams are coming over, though. They're going to find the nice twisted advance on the Kiepo for the charms to come out, but that's going to be no RER. Now Strawberry's in a bad spot. Really nice dodge here
Oh, nice.
to dodge the bandage toss. So a flashless Milio, but there's no ult on Kiepo. Let's see if they can fight this. Doesn't matter that much. It's not going to matter because Smite's going to come down, but they can delay it now if they want. Bandage toss
Kiepo
coming
not
down,
having
frozen
ult
into a
pretty big
nice
here.
into a nice charm. The CC chain is perfect. Now another bandage toss going to land on a Rurika. Rurika's in the best spot. He's going to be able to dash away with the W, but they're going to turn on a Strawberry instead. They know he doesn't have flash here. Chewy should have E up. He does. That's going to be another really, really nice E. Dark Hound is really, really low. Rurika does not have the damage. Now Ziggs is forced to flash away. And really, really bad decisions here by low the Kennens here. And it's going to put them down 2K gold here early on in the game.
Yeah, a lot of this gold going over to Dark Hound, and if he looks like, he's doing the AP and Mumu, Leandry's first item. I think that just accelerates him, like, so hard that there's not going to be much tanky stats beside a loaded Kennen that they can handle it. I'm not really a big fan of the tier here on Ziggs, because I don't think Seraph's ever saves you from getting blown up looking at the amount of damage coming from PBnJ.
And P-Dog doesn't even do damage at all. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Nice charm. Just kind of trade back a little bit of that of HP, but really good nice trade there by Rurika.
Mm-hmm. See, we got First Blood feats on Peanut Butter and Jelly, and they've got one stack of the Epic Monster feats.
Yep.
I will say, I do think Ziggs actually raises a touch in priority as the patch continues to grow, because that first tower feat, if he ever finds himself in a lane against like an assassin or something that roams, he takes his mid turret so fast.
Yeah, but I think also then Grubs should come up in priority as well if you have the Ziggs. And maybe that's why they were trying to force the Grubs issue a bit. But unfortunately just were not able to be there in a good setup.
Yeah, that's fair, but I think he only needs, 3 grubs. I mean, he enjoys any amount of grubs. It's just how quickly he can take it. But yeah, the Ziggs, the more I think about it, the more I actually might pick it up again.
Oh, Dark Hound is going to find minus 2
nice.
The beautiful cleanse, though.
Oh.
But I don't think it's going to matter because the curse of the Mami is going to come down. Nice flash away to keep Dark Hound safe. Man, Minus played it as good as he could as he perfectly cleansed the Solar Flare, but it did not matter. And now Gameplay's got himself a nice setup here. Oh, but a beautiful all here out of P-Dog trying to keep himself safe. It's all going to come out of the W. It doesn't look like he had it. He's going to be popped here by Gameplay and a solo kill.
It's R5 set, not looking really good here.
No, it's definitely struggling a bit. Drake does spawn here. So there might be an angle for them to start it up. It looks like Darkhound is actually just going to go ahead and not go for the Drake. He's going to go for the Grubs once again. So shades of game 1 on priority. Very interesting of a situation, but that's what we got.
I do like the response for the loaded Kennens. Getting these first 2 Drakes. Because, I mean, Ocean Drake has value no matter what. But this Mountain Drake, I think, is actually pretty big.
Yeah, but it's going to be a Chemtech soul this game. I don't think that's what they want. Oh, no. P-Dog being set up with a TP, a full play and commit from 3 members of PBnJ, and they're going to land the CC perfectly. W from set wasn't even able to get off in time, and he just gets popped. But now we see a movement towards bot side, so Jello's gonna have to be careful. They do have a blast cone to hop over, and oh no, Jello's in that bunch. He's gonna be spotted out. Nice bramble smash. He's gonna be able to flash away those. The traps were really, really good, and unfortunately.
Yeah, but you
Jello
got
will
Caitlyn
live.
Ziggs hitting this first turret. This could be feats.
Yeah, this definitely could be. Let's see how this goes. It looks like they're really gonna try to focus it down here, and they're just sending the Maokai to the mid lane to defend the plates.
They need one more wave here. And actually, I think they get it. I don't think they take down this mid turret quick enough.
Yeah, and you see Frozen, he's committing his abilities just to clear the wave. I think that's a really good decision here. Also denying plates, and Leona cannot defend this turret.
No, Zig Satchel here. There you go.
Yeah.
This feats of strength going over the load to Kennens.
No, it's not yet.
Wait.
No, they
No,
only
you're
got two
right. You're right.
objectives. This
They need
guy's
one more
always so ahead of these feats of strength.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I thought they took one of the sets of grubs here. My fault. I got excited.
Simba, those are kind of drops it like they want to see a game 3. I think they do. I think they do.
Chinky. No comment.
That's crazy. Hope you're doing well, Chinky, man. Hope you're doing well.
So we got Rift Herald and Third Dragon coming up at the same time. Whoever gets the next epic monster gets feats of strength here.
Yeah, so this is gonna be interesting. Is it just gonna be like a who can get it first type thing, or are we actually gonna see a fight over one or the other? Do you, if you were PBnJ though, do you want to give Soul Point over here?
I don't think so.
So then, if that's the case, then I feel like it's the fight over the Drake, then, right?
Well, I think the load to Kennens comp, and we see Strawberry caught out here.
Yeah, Strawberry does have a nice flash to get out.
P-Dog's
but
just
unfortunately,
getting
he's walking
absolutely-
right into his top laner. And that's not what he wants to see. He's dropping his ulti just to get out. He's trying to stall for as long as he can, and he'll go down. His top laner was probably going to die there, which was funny enough, but his top laner lives just because his body shows up as a sacrifice.
No, but getting back to the point, like, I don't,
Good chunk here on a Dark Hound, and Frozen's going to have to be careful. He is caught between 4 members. That's going to be a dead Maokai. The tree never had a chance. A bit of a mistake here. He will be up for this objective, but there's... honestly, I don't know if there's going to be any ults on the junglers for the objectives. CLT, they are down 2k gold after being down 10-1 in kills though. So their objective control on these turrets has been pretty massive here at the Ziggs.
yeah, they've been moving around this map and using the Ziggs really, really well. But I think it's, as we kind of mentioned before, this third Drake is going to be a really big point of contention here. This load the Kennen comps uses Kimtech Drake pretty well. Especially with this Unending Despair getting built first on Maokai.
Gameplay does have his TP, and he is the stronger top laner here, so I feel like that's a big takeaway here, and I don't think they're going to be able to fight it. Maybe the Ziggs folks comes in, but they're going to be very careful walking in. We're already getting a TP mid, so we're making sure all 5 members are here. It's going to be a battle over these feats of strength. And Mumu R, Maokai are both still down. Nobody has started the objective just yet, though. They're just looking for mid priority.
Epo's bot lane here. If P-Dog finds an angle, this could be a 4v5 for like the first 5 seconds.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they want to take the fight, though. Yeah, you can see P-Dog angling. Here comes in
Oh, there's 3
Sorelia's,
here.
but it's not going to get it. Capo is coming back over.
Rico's not at that point where his poke is doing like meaningful damage.
Smite down on Maokai. Here's an
Oh,
engagement.
yeah,
Nice
big
little flare, but a beautiful Nature's Grasp isn't going to matter. Nice W
Oh, big
coming out of
W.
P-Dog. I don't know if it's going to matter, though, because the front line is just dying. Game player in. P-Dog's going to fall. And now Frozen Ace is going to go down, I'm sure, right? Yes, he shall. Nice Charm Flash there. And that's going to be a 4-for-0. Unfortunately, just not tanky enough to survive. And again, feats of strength are going to go over to PBnJ once again.
Dragon, feats of strength, and a turret.
Yeah, and a 4K gold lead. Which might be 5K here in a second.
And because feats were taken so late in the game, like it's not... you're starting to see 2 legendary items come out, so these boots could come into play pretty quickly.
Yeah, really well played and set up there with the Curse of Sadamami and the Solar Flare. And we've seen a lot of that. When you have these big team fight ultimates, if you layer them properly, the enemy team doesn't really have much option to counterattack. And here just Gainfray just pretty much doing whatever he wants here into P-Dog. So Rift Herald still has not been taken. So we're gonna start this up now.
I don't think Kipo needed the TP for this.
Yeah, interesting decision, but now he's not gonna have TP for the Otacon. I'm kind of curious if they're gonna send Gameplay down bot just to kind of secure that objective for themselves.
Like, Kipo pushes bot, TP's the Rift, just to go mid and back again. Interesting.
Yeah. So let's see if they can take advantage of this, if they have any information around that, and try to take a possible 4v5 around the Otacon. That's a Mega Bomb used there.
Leandra's is gonna have quite a bit of value once Ziggs gets to it. You know, Cassante hasn't built any MR yet, and he's still quite a bit of ways from the Winter's approach. So Leandra's will put in quite a bit of damage. No MR coming out of Amumu outside of the null magic.
Yeah, and you just see the jungle here. I want to take notes. Big CS lead here on Caps for Darkhound over Frozen. On top of the 5 kills. I mean, this one was just massive.
Strawberry gets caught out.
Yeah, he does. But Darkhound smartly. Okay, I was going to say smartly, but then he almost tried to go in again. He probably could get a kill there, but I feel like he trades his life if he does.
And this is a voracious autocon, or as I like to call it, Casper. This gives the revive buff, I'm pretty sure.
So it's just revive buff after revive buff, guys. I'm telling you, that's all we ever see.
Oh, Strawberry kind of caught out going
there's an
after it.
engage.
Oh!
Right into Strawberry, and yeah, he'll be taken down by Jello. Like how we have Mega Death Rocket and Mega Inferno Bomb or whatever, like in the same game. Isn't that what it's called? The Zigzalt?
Yes. Yeah.
They're both.
Mega Inferno Bomb.
So Mega Inferno Bomb and Mega Death Rocket. What the heck is going on, man? It's crazy. Just put the word Mega in front of everything. Makes it sound cool. Why don't we call sets R the Mega Showstopper? But I like this decision here, playing for goal, playing for the turrets, playing around that Ziggs. I'm not able to get the turret though. Gameplay able to stop that. As you saw, Rurika was kind of scared to step up. Otacon was slain though, so It's a big buff. Let's see if they're able to utilize it here in the next 2 minutes. And I feel like if you're low the Kennens here, you're just giving this Drake. Like, I don't think you want to step up at all.
Yeah, I would agree. I think the only thing that potentially helps them is, you know, they find a big set ult, kind of like last fight, but Ziggs has definitely got a little more damage to him.
Yeah, I think the problem is here, they can just full send it because they do have the Otacon buff. Vegas full send a huge play by Dark Counter, but nice solar flare. Immediately minus going down. It's a double kill for the Sari. Make that a triple kill now for Kiepo. They're going in on Marika. Marika trying to save a nice bandage toss. It's going to be a kill for this Jinx, and I think this game is all over at 22 minutes. I don't see the angle of what this Maokai can do to stop it.
Actually, Rurika taking down Jello there and sending him back to base might have been the thing to save the game.
Yeah, just enough actually. Wow, what an engage there by Darkhound. And that's going to give them the second drink of the game for themselves. And again, the gold lead is ballooning. It's now up to 8K. And this game is getting harder and harder for Load the Kennens to even consider winning.
Yeah, there's not much Loot the Kennens to really do. Like, Ziggs is trying to do his best to zone control, but they're not even able to walk into Fog of War and set up the zone control. The set's just not beefy enough to stall.
At least the Otacon buff is officially gone, so I think it's a bit of a saving grace. They can actually fight with meaning now, but I don't know if it's going to matter. I feel like it might just be too late.
Yeah, the damage is already done. That inhib going down, that crazy angle Darkhound found, like, he's now just an absolute menace. You know, upgraded boots, full Abyssal Mask now for a little bit of MR. I will say, like, in Ziggs' favor here, he is one of the champions that applies the Bloodletter Curse, the AP Black Cleaver item, very quickly, very effectively. But, he's not even going to have a chance to get to it.
Baron is spawned, but they're not worried about Baron. They're just going to keep pushing down these turrets. That's going to be a tier 2 in the top lane going down, pushing this gold lead now to roughly 9K as they're hitting up a tier 3, and there's just no one here to defend. Luckily, Ziggs has a bit of a cross-map ulti and can chuck that thing from a mile away. That'll push him off a bit. That just gives gameplay time to work away on this tier 2 bot. True, Zulu, true. But hey, we're at the 25-minute mark, so let's see what happens. See what happens. Frozen does dodge up the charm. He's going to get hit with a zap, though. Here goes in. Frozen takes a beautiful satchel there by Marika to make sure Darkhound does not get in onto Marika's jungler.
I will say, if they don't have the proper setup or angles to engage on, they can get poked out doing an objective quite easily with Caitlyn Ziggs. But they're just so far ahead that I don't even think the poke really, like, just gets shaken off.
Yeah, I know Frozen really wants to clear that word, but I don't think you're allowed to do that, buddy.
Frozen not building any MR against this Abyssal Mask fed Ari with upgraded tier 4 boots. Like, Ari lands a charm, Frozen just gets bursted.
Yeah. Speaking of getting bursted, he's going to be taken down right now as Kiepo is unstoppable. And Baron's going to fall here. 27 minutes in. Gold lead now 11K. 20 kills to 1. Low the Kennens. They might have won game 1. They might have think they won a battle, but at the moment, the war is still going to be raging on as this game is continuing to look more and more like a victory for PBnJ.
Mm.
You know, Zig just said yeehaw. I feel like that's what the
Okay, dog.
entire side of Low the Kennens needs to do, but that's not going to be how they're going to do it. P-Dog getting caught out. Now they're trying to defend this tier 3. Meanwhile, Cassante is beating down at the bot turret.
Got Dragon coming up here in 20 seconds, but I think that's a consolation prize for this push.
I would agree. Now he's focusing here on the inhibitor. Inhib should fall without much contest. I mean, we're seeing Marika drop the emotes. Tier 3 in the top lane also going to fall, as well as the inhibitor. Gameplay here and sitting on the mid inhibitor. This game is all but over, I think. CLT as Jello is starting to chip away a bit at these Nexus turrets. Baron is still up for quite a while. There's just not enough wave clear from the side of Low the Kennens, I think, for them to handle this current push. Here goes in Kiepo, gonna drop the Ari ulti, not gonna be able to land. It doesn't matter, huge! Because the Zenmom is gonna find 4 members, and immediately going down is both the Set and the Maokai. In -2 coins, will find himself being killed next for a bit of a shutdown. Charms gonna land on Rika. Rika's forced to flash away, but it's not gonna matter because now the Nexus is the focus, and we're going to game 3 of this matchup.
Darkhound's engages on some Mumu were freaking nasty.
Absolutely
Holy
fire
shit.
would be the word I would use.
Yeah. I don't think he gets a Mumu next game. Just throwing that out there.
Listen, I said PBnJ changed their draft completely. They did exactly that, and they won. That's all I gotta say.
Zenma in the chat, Mumu better than Nunu.
Honestly. You have my... Wait, did you put that in all caps? Why does this always do this, man? That bot sucks. I don't understand this stuff.
Oh, look at the bot in the off season, alright?
Darkhound MVP. So far, of that game, certainly MVP from that performance. It's gonna come down here to game 3. Yeah, now we're moving into T1 reveal shit.
Jeez, Rika.
What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm laughing at this thing, and I'm over here opening a random tab for no reason while I'm laughing. Let's see if this game 3 actually goes out off without a hitch. That's the real question.
You just had to say something, didn't you?
I did. I did. Gotta say it as it is. Well, CLT, we're at the end of the regular season. We have one more game to play. What are you thinking, man? What are your thoughts? What are your feelings going into this final game?
For the series,
For the series, for the regular season, yeah, for this moment here. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? How you feeling?
oh man, I feel pretty good overall. Like, man, I can't say enough about this regular season. The most amount of teams we've ever had in the league. We did a fantastic job, and we had a lot of help compared to last split with everybody streaming the games, hosting it, even sometimes on their own channel. We had some people who were kind of hesitant to stream join us, and then the next day later host a whole series. Um, I just think all in all, very successful split. I know the tiebreakers could definitely add something to it, but I think this is what we're all here for. And for the series, bro, whoever wins the draft, I think wins this game.
Why? All right, Mono, you're getting banned. I'm banning you. We're all getting banned today. My whole team's just getting banned out the chat. The glaze is crazy.
Don't worry, guys. If he bans you, I'll unban you.
Lobby is full frozen. What the heck, man?
Yeah, same here.
Someone tell this guy, like, lobby full. Move, please. Oh my god. Boys. There we go, I'm in.
Well, move over so I can get in.
I'm dropping the spectator right now. There you go, buddy, you're in. Big plays, big plays.
You kind of threw this on to me. What's your thoughts on this whole regular season so far?
I think it's been absolutely shit. Every team sucks. I'm retiring.
Holy shit.
No, it's been great. I think most competitive split I've been a part of. Most whether I've been casting, playing, streaming, whatever. It's very competitive, very fun, very exciting. All the teams have been fun to watch. All the people are great. I've loved to get to know the new teams and the new guys who have joined the league. So yeah, it's been fantastic there. Oh my god, this guy. I said nothing of this, by the way. Anyways, yeah, that's my thoughts. And so to end the split on a full 3 game series, going the distance for the playoffs, I think this is the only way to do it.
I would agree with all of it.
Oh my god. This freaking chat is crazy. Oh, Zeke, is that you? The one and only Zeke? The OG in here? Yeah, Chingy, it really is a horrible role. But thoughts on Yumi? Yeah. What are our thoughts on Yumi right now?
I absolutely hate the strat. I'm 0-4 against it.
I mean, just Yumi as a champion. I think. I don't think it's thoughts on like Yumi as a.
I loved. Okay, I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this shit. Yumi on release, I actually think was like fairly skill expressive. Not the hardest, not the easiest, but having to hop off auto, get a shield, hop back on in certain windows, I think were was interesting, but of course, Riot had to take what I thought was a really good thing and screw it all up. So, Yumi now, absolutely hate it.
Fair enough. Yumi first pick. Yumi unbanned. Oh my goodness, these guys! I can't get out of here with this shit, man.
Well, let's see what Load the Cannons cook up in the draft now and respond with. Oh,
Marika is
okay.
taking the Ari. All right, this guy is laying down the gauntlet. He says, "Give me my champ or one of my champs." I mean, it's not only his champion. Give me a champ of mine. Give me an opportunity to carry. That's where Marika is sending a message here with this R1 pick.
Oh, and the patented potentially, yeah, the strawberry milk Rel. Okay.
Alright, we're really laying down the gauntlet. Okay, give me Frozen Shavana next, baby. Give me the low the Kennens comp that we all came here to see. That's what I want to see at this point.
I actually low-key think Shyvana's pretty good right now. I know there's going to be probably some flack for that, and the junglers may disagree, but
Nah, I mean,
AP Shyvana,
Flame Dog would disagree. I think Flame Dog played it, right?
Flame Dog did play it.
Yeah,
Kicked
yeah.
my ass with it.
Oh, PBnJ picking the Vex. Hold up. First off, has Vex won a game?
I don't think Vex should ever win a game.
Just answer the question. Has she?
Stand by.
Yes. Find it out. Because...
Vex is 0% win rate, 0-3.
All right. Can CLT's most hated champion pick up a win? The angle for Vex here is legit. It's into Ari. It's the legit angle into Ari. But
Nope, don't think so.
It is. It is the legit angle. Doesn't mean it's gonna work. It just means it's a legit angle. You hate the Vex. I already know. That's another point. So are we gonna see Vex finally get a win, or is this gonna be PBnJ just sending themselves to the shadow realm with this pick?
Dude, if Vex takes PBnJ to the playoffs, I'm done. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into this rant.
Yeah,
It's a winning matchup for Ari. So.
All right, he's saying it's a winning matchup for Ari. Yo,
Yep.
Can another mid laner in the chat give any information on this? Because not that I don't value CLT's opinion, because I really, really do, but he really doesn't like Vex. He hates this champion, so he's too
Champion
biased.
is worthless.
He's biased.
I am. I will fully admit that.
He says it's Ari matchup, so I want to hear in the chat.
I hate
Zema,
Vex.
I know you're still around. Can you let me know, because you play both champions, whose matchup is a favored? Oh, Tang, yes, you're in here too. I know you have an answer on that. Yeah, let me know.
Oh,
Guys.
I'm gonna catch so much flack here, but no, I don't think Vex has any winning matchup outside of LeBlanc, and I think LeBlanc's can outplay it. Like I don't like the champion.
Well, Tang says it's okay, so clearly he's not saying it's horrible.
With at the beginning, so I think he's trying to.
Well, I want honest opinions, but I know this guy is super biased, so. Alright, but Vex is a great counter pick into Silas Aurelia. Okay, so there's your answer. So Zema's giving you the cold hard facts. So Vex does have a really good counters into those specific matchups.
Actually, like if we interview Rurika after this and they do make it to the playoffs, as a Silas player, I want his opinion on it because I actually don't. I absolutely respect Zenma and Tang and all those guys.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing. I know what you're already about to say, but I can tell you, and this is all due respect to Rurika as well. I played with both of them. They're 1-for-1 when it comes to Silas. I don't remember if Tang plays it. He might. But if you're trying to say, oh, this guy's like the best Silas freaking player in the league, again, Rika's really good at it, but so is Emma. I've watched this guy play on this thing so many times, and I've played with both of them in flex games, buddy. I can tell you that they're both very clean on the pick. So don't even try that with me either. I value both their opinions just equally.
Absolutely ignored the rest of this draft, by the way.
I don't care. I already know what you're gonna say, and I'm letting you know. I'm laying down.
Okay, wait a sec. Wait a sec. This tilts the living shit out of me. We're flaming, I personally am flaming how bad Vex is, and you literally picked all the champions with dashes into it. What the actual hell? I almost dropped an F-bomb there.
All right, well.
What? Like, oh my god.
Here it is. All right, guys, give me your votes. I need activity there. We have 26 people in the chat. I'm expecting at least 10 votes here. Who's winning this damn game? Give me your votes. Give
Don't ask
me
me.
your votes. CLT is just picking the team without Vex. We already know.
No,
So-
actually, I like PBnJ's draft better. I'm not gonna lie.
Vex support clown is cool as the.
Okay, wait a sec. I low-key think Vex support's better than Vex mid, but
That just goes to show you're nothing but a whiskey delta.
Yeah, Tang. I don't know if CLT's ever seen a good Vex. I feel like he probably hasn't. All right, so we got LTK. Keep bringing them in, guys. Give me your picks. Who is winning this series? Load the Kennens or PBnJ? I wanna hear it. Come on, guys. Keep sending them. You know what I want to do? It sounds so troll, because of all the funny stuff that be happening with these scams. Guys, if you win, you can get 10 free crypto coins of my new Hairwick crypto coin.
oh god. Now that you're promoting it, your team just like completely sold off of it.
I know, for real. I'm just memeing. I don't have any crypto coin. I just think it's super funny that this all these YouTubers be doing this and getting themselves in trouble. The classic wicked going to the moon. Honestly.
Okay. Chingy won the chat today.
Oh my god, Tank throwing down the gauntlet. I'm 3-0 against Rika. So like if I see him in the playoffs, it might be doomed for him. But Changi is good friends with PBnJ. Who do I pick? Tank, I think you just pick who you think, man. Ban me if I'm wrong. Nah, I definitely would wish I could start gifting those. If we are able ever to start doing that, I would gladly do that.
Oh man.
Come on, Geoprow, Changi, Zalut. Come on, Tang, give me your picks. Give me your picks now.
Who are you picking?
I'm not picking no one till these guys pick. I'll get my pick.
I've already voiced mine. I like PBnJ's
I already know who you're leaning towards. I already know.
Yeah.
All right, Changi's going PBnJ 100-0. Let's go. Zalut LTK. So we got 2 LTK, 1 PBnJ. Can we get these even? Can we get it above? All right, PBnJ. It's now 2-2. PBnJ. I need to humble him. All right, 3-2. PBnJ. So I mean, Geoproud, you got to vote, man? You got to pick? I'd like to see if you can even this out or maybe give the edge to PBnJ here. Oh, I see. He saw. No, he did say it. I missed it. I'm sorry, Geoproud. I see it. Slight edge to PBnJ. Yeah, so that's 4-2 then. PBnJ 4-2. All right. This is gonna be controversial, but Zema Gwen or WinCon. Okay. So who you picking then? You picking load the cannon, Zema? And if Mono's still in the chat, I don't know if you're still floating around. You got to pick too. No, I saw you earlier. Until Zimmer responds, I'm just gonna assume he's probably going low the Kennens since that's the win con here. So probably 43. All right, so if there's a tie, I'll break the tie. If there's not, I'm just gonna leave it. All right, there it is. Yeah, so he's going low the Kennens. So 4-3. So 4-3 then. So PBnJ still is seems like that's what you guys are picking, the viewers right now. So I'll just leave it at that. If you guys are right or wrong.
It's also quite interesting. Darkhound got a moo this game too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he played it really, really well. Maybe they think, and you know, we saw this in small variant series. Like, the Vi is really good into the Mumu early, right? Wins in the skirmishes and all that, but like you will eventually get to the point where the Mumu is going to scale up and become hard to deal with. So let's see what the angle looks like here.
You ever gonna give us your pick?
No, I said I'll break a tie, but it's 4-3 PBnJ. So I'm not going to give a pick. If anybody comes in here and says load the Kennens right now, I'll break it. That's it. I don't need to give him a pick. I'm staying unbiased. I just want good League of Legends. I got you guys. Da 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 da. That's my version of Silver Scrapes. Alright, we're getting serious though. I am in CLT. Are you in?
I am not.
Alright, I'm pausing at 5 seconds.
1 second. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice. Clean.
So who'd you pick?
Still want me to pick a pick? Alright, here's what we'll do then. Since it's 4-3, you guys are favoring PB&J. We're going to see who is correct.
I'm favoring PB&J.
I know you are. You're a part of the viewers right now. You voted in the chat. We're gonna get a invade here topside. I'm gonna go load the Kennens. Viewers versus Herwick right now. That's what we're gonna call this.
But P-Dog.
But yeah, P-Dog might be dead. That's a really nice twist of events from Chewy. They are not gonna land the fear initially, but P-Dog should fall, and he will. That's first blood going over to Darkhound, and I'm already in the backseat against you guys.
Notice, PB&J have gotten both feats.
They have. They've gotten
first
first
two
blood.
games.
They've gotten first blood every single game of the series. So
Amumu did not start Q, started W.
that's good. I would hope he not start Q. Q bad. He would literally have to get leashed then, and I don't think anybody wants to leash here. I think Strawberry Milk and Minus could have been a little more patient there if they really wanted to get some damage off here on the Jinx or the Maokai, but they decided to show. Kiepo winning out in these trades early on.
Don't even think about it.
No, Mumu did not start Q. Online game, Praise just getting the better of the matchup every single time, it seems like, at least in the lane phase. Oh, nice switch of advance, but a really nice,
Well played by Strawberry there.
yeah, dash there by Strawberry. Vi's also arrived. This is a potential 3v3 here in the bot side. Might just be a contest over this Scuttle. seeing the trading mid, but I want to kind of see what's going on bot. Nothing, nothing. I guess Amumu got the scuttle at the end of it. Oh, but they do spot Frozen walking over. You're not going to jump on him. Nope. So that'll be double scuttle for this Amumu. So that's going to be really nice for him. Trying to get my mouse out of here. Sorry, guys.
A nice trade up top.
Yeah, this Volibear seems kind of gross, and now we're going to see a dive here. Let's see how Darkhound plays this. Luckily, the minions are here, so P-Dog gets kind of lucky.
I think they caught that ward, so Frozen's coming up here to potentially protect on this dive.
Yeah, Frozen's going to arrive. Will he arrive in time, though? It looks like they call it off. They must have caught Vi in the wings, so... Smartly played here by PBnJ. Looks like Frozen skipping his Raptor camp. He's going right to the Drake. He's going to get spotted, though, on the ward. Really interesting. They might be sending a play bot side. Nope. No, he's just going to be starting up this Infernal.
It's by far the earliest Drake we've seen.
And also, it's not been very bloody so far. Only 1 kill, and we're about 6 minutes in. I feel like we had a lot more action there in game 1 and 2. Ooh, now they're moving in to try to punish Darkhound here. They do have an angle. Frozen's going to spot him out. He has no mana. I don't know. They're a little hesitant to take the engage, though. I feel like they win that if they want.
Well, I think they knew Vex got level 6 off that wave, so they were really scared of
Speaking of
that.
engages, speed off first gameplay, but P-Dog choosing not to stand, and he has Ignite still. I'm surprised he didn't stay committed. Once again, you see, like, Low the Kennens is kind of playing a little scared. They don't want to make any mistakes, but I think he kills him there with the Ignite.
I agree.
Maybe he was not expecting to do as much damage as he did there, but unless Frozen will get one of these and then just Q out.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Tenzin here. It's a very high pressure game. I think they're feeling it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it does mean a lot. It's one of the most highest pressure games of the split for any team.
Probably the highest, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, Discuss's defenders had a win and end situation as well, so.
Yeah, but they didn't get the game 3.
Yeah, true.
Scorch last night.
Yeah, that was high pressure for them too. I mean,
yeah.
They could still been in. They had a still high chance to make playoffs, but that win just solidified it, right? So, and it ended up giving them a 2 seed finish, which is really nice.
That was a game, if I'm not mistaken, they were behind on in the early game as well.
Yeah, definitely an impressive victory. Something we'll be talking about on Midwest Weekly. But right now, again, focusing on this game. So these two teams, you know, I can understand not wanting to make that last mistake and end your season in the most tragic fashion.
Is this our first Volibear of the split?
No, not at all. We definitely had like at least 3 or 4 of those by now. There's another potentially Silver or dive here. Volibear still has no ulti, but Darkhound does have an angle. You can kind of see P-Dog. He senses there's something in the air. Feels a little off, but here comes the Bandit Toss. It will miss due to a nice invulnerability, but it's not going to matter because they're just going to burst him under the tower. Well played, well executed dive there by Darkhound in gameplay. Oh, and here's an engage here mid. They're going to go with this cease and desist, but it's just not going to matter. Kiepo had his ult. Marika takes the full Mega Death Rocket to the face, but will survive. You know, something I've noticed a lot from PBnJ this split is they tend to lose game 1, but they always fight back. I think every one of their series, except one, has gone to 3. It might be one of the most impressive things I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think you're pretty accurate, spot on with that one.
And I think this is one of the best game 3s I've seen them played. I mean, don't get me wrong, like as far as early, like they're really just like nailing down like how they want to play it out, making sure they have what they need. They don't have to force anything, be too aggressive. I've liked what I've seen out of them so far in this game. And now Gameplay is taking the fight here on to P-Dog. P-Dog's going to drop the Ignite, though. Doing a lot of damage. Also going to come from Gameplay. He's going to miss, though. And we do see Frozen coming in. He's going to flash, but nice reaction time by Gameplay there to make sure he survives. No cease and desist for this Vi, so he will get out with the advantage there. Are they going to start this Drake? Ari's just now getting to her wave, so this might be a mistake. Kind of trying to take this here. Ari cannot face check. Remember, there is no flash in the mid lane, but Darkhound is looking like he might be on the hunt. At least trying to get some pressure mid.
You see these teams battling for the setup here on the streak.
Yeah, you can see, I mean, the first set of grubs being denied as a possible feat of strength, seeing that teams traded 2 for 1, in that this could give a big advantage here to either team. And it looks like we're going to get a full-on fight. We know what Strawberry is capable of. We know what Darkhound's capable of. He does miss the Q. This could be a huge setup of Strawberry. Nice setup here. Coming from Strawberry. He's already in, but a beautiful R coming in from the Amumu on the backside as well. But look at this Rel zoning out right now. It's going to be a 1-for-1 so far. Vex for this Rel. Frozen is still alive. Oh, Marika gets caught by the Manage Toss!
Oh.
He does flash out, but look, he's got Darkhound out of the pit. He's surviving. The Smite's going to go over. The Drake is going to be one, but I do think the fight is going to go in advantage of PBnJ. Unfortunate. What a bandage toss there by Darkhound.
Yeah, insane pick. Rurika having all 3 charges there. Probably felt really safe to ult into there, but Darkhound showing up on this Amumu again.
Yeah, but the big thing here is, we're talking about the feats of strength. Now, hey, look, if you want to trade for Herald, you can do that because it's 2-to-1 in feats of strength. And that's going to be kind of curious if that's what's going to happen here. We will have to wait a bit because it's going to be 4 minutes until Drake and 3 minutes till Herald. There is a bit of an off timer, actually. So there could be potentially of no trade. But let's see what the setup looks like here in the next 3 minutes.
Yeah, because that's one epic monster take for PBnJ. So, but below the Kennens are already on 2 of them, so.
I mean, both of these games, or really all 3 of these games, have been so similar. And it's kind of hilarious how it's been the same side for each team. Blue side to red side ratio here. But every game, yeah, Low the Kennens has had 2 Drakes. And every game, at least 3 to 5 grubs. For the other side, Darkhound going to smite it away. And he's going to land a Banish Toss as well. Nice ulti there landing from Vex. But Vex is going to try to turn it back. Doesn't the season this. They're going to force everything onto this.
Oh, big charm,
Vex.
though.
But the charm does land. This will be a kill on to the Amumu as well. Now let's see what they can do to Game Prey. Game Prey does not have his flash. Nice charm will land. Do they have enough damage? He's forcing him to ult away. That's a 1-team skirmish there.
2 for 1.
Yeah.
Low the Kennens.
That's pretty big with how this game's been going. Does kind of get the gold back a bit.
Yeah, let's just a little over 1K now on the gold lead.
Should also point out something that did happen in that Drake fight earlier. The Jinx is now sitting on 2 kills, so she's really, really strong. Already has a completed item. Oh my goodness, I hate when that happens. Oops.
Both mid laners on 1 item. Over Rika with the extra kill finished his boots. Darkhound just absolutely massive yet again.
Yeah, and you noted it that you were surprised he got his Amumu again, and this Vi has not been paying dividends here in the matchup. But Frozen's kind of hiding. Really nice Q out of Strawberry. Strawberry's going to need multiple members.
Oh, but they're going,
Jello's flashing
they're going
right into the Vi, so he's going to go down to a
Marika's
shutdown.
here.
Marika's here as well. Chewie is falling. He's trying to run, but a nice W in for a double kill now for Minus. Now Darkhound is all by himself. He's going to get popped for a triple kill for Minus. And he's absolutely going off. Kiepo has to run away. He's trying his best, but Q will land. Charm just misses, but that's a big cooldown off of this Vex. And all of a sudden, the tides have turned. And they're 2K gold up here at 16 minutes.
I think the rough thing about that, you've seen the TP changes kind of come in. Prior to 20 minutes, it takes so much longer to TP. Keppo TP'd down to this bot lane, and by the time he got there, it was already done and over with.
Yeah, definitely. And now, I mean, we're seeing Minus work a little bit on this turret. Does got to be careful. Even Rel's going to be careful. They're backing out a ward. They are aware of that. Strawberry's just going to try to run away. Oh, Minus. They're all just backing out wards.
Yeah. Ocean Drake in 30. That'll give.
Series has definitely been fun. Game 2, PBnJ won, and pretty much a bit of a stomp. Game 1 was a nice team fighting game by the side of the Kennens. Now this game has been a bit of a back and forth affair with neither team wants to overcommit. I mean, we're even seeing Game Prey not even fully committing there, but chunking down, our P-Dog chunking down Game Prey heavily. Drake is now spawning. Amumu does acquire the Rift Herald, but they're going to start with the Drake, so they're just kind of trying to burn it down. The only thing is that Tristana is not here for this, so how is this going to go? Amumu's going to get here first. Here's the TP in from Game Prey. P-Dog also has a TP. He is coming in. This is going to be a full-on battle. Nice charm here from Marika. What is the fight going to look like? Nice cease and desist on the Keppo. Keppo's going to fall
here.
In the back, though. You're seeing
Here
P-Dog get here.
P-Dog.
Oh, my goodness. Darkhound, huge! Huge! Of course, of the Sad Mommy. Is that going to be enough to turn the fight? Everybody is blinking red on the side of the little Kennens, but Minus 2 Kennens turn the fight. He is taking over. He's got himself a triple kill on this Tristana, and it's over with so insanely fast in a blink of an eye. Minus absolutely carrying his team right now.
Jeez. What a clutch jump in. They pick off Keppo on the side of the fight, and Strawberry and Minus carry the other side of the fight.
He's trying to solo a Drake, and right now it's going to be Drake versus Minus. I know this Ahri is trying to focus down this turret. They're trying to get the feats off of these.
Yeah.
And he does get it, but I think he needs help. Yeah, they're seeing the pings come down. Like, help me, please, help me. Luckily, there's no Mega Death Rocket. Is he going to die? He's jumping in. It's him versus the Drake, and he does get the solo kill. Holy moly.
Minus finding a way to get a triple kill in that fight. but can't solo the dragon.
Yeah. You calling for mid gap, Zem? I'm calling for AD gap right now. We're going to talk about that conversation, buddy. This has been the -2 coin show. Unbelievable performance so far.
Yeah, don't doubt like strawberry milk on this rel. I mean, he's had a lot of really clutch engages to set him up too.
Absolutely.
But this is the first time this series that we see Load the Kennens have the feats of strength on their side.
Yeah, and they're finally playing as a team. They're finally playing like we want to see Load the Kennens play. And now they're getting themselves a mid turret. But yeah, I mean, if this Tristana continues to go untouched.
And notice that immediately after getting feats of strength on the very next back, Tristana upgrades to tier 4 boots.
Yeah, and I heard those are kind of strong right now. These berserkers.
40% attack speed, 50% movement speed, and 10% movement speed on hit. So really good at dancing around fights.
Yeah, so it's gonna be man. Holy moly, this game already. It's been absolutely insane.
We got for the first time also this series, Casper spawning on the bot side here. Otacon.
Yeah, but I can guarantee you it's the same Casper you've gotten, buddy.
It is. It is Voracious Otacon.
I don't know how many kills you need in the game, but it feels like probably 20 at 14 or some crazy shit because it's like you just never get it.
It was looking like a really slow game until the last 2 team fights in the bot lane.
Yeah, but it has to be at the 14-minute mark. That's when Otacon is decided.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I actually didn't know.
I honestly think that they should make it be like 18 minutes when that's decided or something because there's more kills than by 18, so it's a higher chance.
Yeah. I will say when it comes to the feats of strength, as we see these top laners.
Oh yeah,
right
P-Dog, he wants to all in. You can see P-Dog now, he's feeling himself. He says, get over here, Gain Prey. You think I'm your prey? You're mine. And this Volibear is just dipping out. He knows no part of it.
Going back to the feats of strength on the boots here, I will say that these the tank boots, there's 3 of them for the side of loaded cannons, are probably, how would I phrase this, like the least OP of the boots. Like it just gives you a little spike in MR and a small magic shield.
Remember, Otacon is very tanky, so this could be a very interesting fight. Darkhound is going to be here. He has potential to steal the Mega Throx. So much damage right onto Strawberry Rebel. Strawberry is going into the gauge. They're just trying to force the full fight. I feel like just focusing the Otacon who gets him, almost steals it away. That's going to be a huge moment in the fight. And now, I don't think Gameplay cares about it. He's trying to fight P-Dog. P-Dog will win that fight, but it is a huge blunder from Load the Kennens, trying to focus 2 things at once.
Yesterday in the Scorch series, Victor Apple noted Otacon has a 70% Feats of Strength has a 70% win rate. Otacon has like almost an 80%. So, Otacon better than Feats of Strength? Let's see.
I think when you do it like that, I agree. Again, I feel like teams are getting baited by this Otacon. You do not have to force the Otacon there. And if you are, then I feel like you just give your Rel's life at that point and just everybody send it on the Otacon and run away. Instead, they try to opt in for a fight while one person was trying to finish the Otacon.
Yeah. You might notice a small little creep in the level difference, as PBnJ's only got 5 of the Blood Roses, and Load the Kennens have 27 of them so far.
Yeah, that is definitely important to note. Something else I should bring out here is that this does give a small window to the side of PBnJ to be a little aggressive, but so far they haven't been. Maybe they're just going to wait for this Drake to spawn and try to stop Soul from happening here at 23 minutes.
Yeah,
I agree with Kodiak Bear. This game is awesome.
I see Maokai, Jinx, and Vex all have the Otacon Revive passive on them. The other 2 are already down. Yeah. You see Minus in his mid lane here.
Yeah, he's getting focused. They're trying to kill Jeppel. I know the kill wouldn't be bad, but okay, never mind. They just want the goal. They want the turret. They might just give the Drake here. That might not be the worst call if they can maybe break a turret. You're seeing they're full sending. I like this as an option, even though Vex would respawn immediately. It's not going to matter because here comes the cease and desist right in, so he's going to get popped, and now they're going to have free time to sit on this turret. This turret's going to fall.
Midas is on his mid turret as well.
Yes, this is a big macro play out of load the Kennens. I think it was the right decision, understanding the situation. Otacon buff was still active, and that if they lose that Drake fight, it could be too costly.
See Minus backing here, upgraded full boots, 3 items now. Completed the IE, which is a massive pickup here. You see Volibear, who's mainly going to be one of the frontline units, still hasn't gotten any armor yet. I do like Darkhound picking up this Warden's Mail, potentially going into a Randuin's Omen here. So his engage, he's going to be able to tank quite a bit here. I see the upgraded Symbiotic Souls coming out of Strawberry.
Ooh, Strawberry's got to be careful here. Face checking into both Darkhound and Chewy. Is going to get the TP out of Vex here, but he's just going to be able to run away. Maybe a bit of an early TP here, because now Gwen is going to have time to just free hit onto this turret. Volibear does have TP. Will he respond? He has reset, so he should make it there in time.
I think, though, he's going to end up getting this turret here in the bot lane.
Yeah, that is huge. More gold in his pockets.
He's got upgraded MR boots, which I think is really, really good into the split push against Volibear.
I agree. The gold lead, by the way, it's pretty massive here at 25 minutes. We're talking roughly almost 6K. It's like 5.2 or so. So it's pretty big here. As Loaded Kennens is setting up a death rush. Will Darkhound face check? He's walking in. He's walking up. The tribe's gonna land, and Darkhound is gonna be focused and take it down immediately behind us. Here goes the cease and desist right under the Jello. Jello's gonna be able to flash away. Beautiful Nature's Grass coming out just to keep him alive, but it doesn't matter because Kempo is getting focused. Now a flash and engage from the humongous Strawberry. Charms to the land on this Malcolm. Malcolm's gonna go down. Gameplay is here, but it does not matter. Huge team fight win for Load the Kennens, and they say, screw the Baron. Let's get into the base. Ten seconds on Darkhound. Are they going to try to force it in? We do see a TP coming from Marika. They want this game.
I think they're looking to end.
They are looking to end. Gameplay is by himself. Alright, it's engaged on the Gameplay, and a nice engage so far. But Strawberry's trying to get the kill. Strawberry will fall. This game is going back and forth, back and forth. What's going to happen? Gameplay looks like he's going to fall, as well as Amumu being focused down. But no, Darkhound will survive, and only Gameplay will be the sacrifice. With that said, Inhibitor did fall. They were able to take a Nexus turret. It's only going to matter for about, I believe it was 2 minutes before it respawns, right?
They lose potential tempo here on Baron. Strawberry doesn't have flash either for this next fight.
Yeah, they are definitely looking to set up the Baron here.
T-Dog and Rurika do not have TP to potentially backdoor through bot lane here, but supers are going to start piling up on bot lane. Volibear does have TP, so he'll answer this bot lane. Gwen's close to Rabadon's death cap. You see Rurika trying to start building it as well. Hippo not even going for spell pen on the second item. He realizes that he has to get in the middle of these fights and try to get a fear off. So he grabs his Anya second.
They're going to try to set up the same death bush once again. Will they fall for it again? You see Chewy hovering. He's kind of like, I know something's up.
Volibear, I think, has to push out this bot wave, at least to the river.
Keeping them
Feel safe TP here.
They were aware of the death bush this time. They did not walk in. Oh, and a nice cue there with a
Oh.
beautiful curse of Santa Mommy by Dark
Oh
Hound.
my.
But is it going to matter because the season is coming with Jello? Jello's being
They can't
focused
get the
down. Momo
minus,
already
though.
died. Chewy will be next up to the Chocolate Black. There's nobody left that's going to matter. A flash charm in from Marika is not going to land. But who can stop below the Kennens now from marching down their base? And there's no
They
way
have 2
clear.
supers. They have 1 super there now, 1 coming through bot lane here. Potential end angle.
Yeah, they're going to look. They're going to try. Fear's going to come down. E is going to land, but I don't think they can be stopped. Gain Pray, you've got to pray for something, but you're not doing anything. We're dying! Gain Pray will be eliminated by -2 coins, and all that stuff is Kiepo going into Zanya's, but there is a super minion, so this will be everything. This will be the game! And though the Kennens are going to the playoffs.
What a series. What a game 3.
Indeed, when you needed it the most, and it was probably not anyone was expecting this type of performance, but man, let me tell you, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. He's always an unsung hero. He has quiet games a lot of times, but Minus absolutely popping off and performing on this Tristana with the 12 kills. Of course, Rika, he is not forgotten. His 23k damage performance is certainly a part of that. But yes, what a series, what a game, what a turnaround. Darkhound, for as hard as he tried, he just was not able to carry this game.
What? First of all, I gotta give it off to PBnJ. You know, being first time in the league. I don't think there's really any players that have played in the league before, has there? To your knowledge?
No, not that I recall. Yeah, no, they all should be new. I did hear that they are friends with Chengi, I believe, is what I saw in the chat. But yeah, hats off to PBnJ. Listen, they've had a great
Jensen in the
split.
chat.
Darkhand free agent. They had a great series, man, and a great split. PBnJ, they might not have made it today, but I hope this team does. I hope they do return because they've had one heck of a season.
Yeah.
So, but
Yep.
yeah, I mean, I'm down for a small interview if you guys want. But I don't want to really be on much longer. I have work in the morning, so.
Okay. I'm gonna move up because we got 2 coins for Rika and Strawberry still in there.
All right, let's
So-
just jump in there real quick.
Okay.
Interview me.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Interview me.
What's
Oh
up?
my God. Ask me a question. Ask me.
All right.
Ask me.
2 coins is feeling this.
Ask me. It's my time to shine.
It was, man. How did it feel playing that game, especially those 2 bot lane fights where you popped off?
You know, they never expect the ADC counter pick. That's all I'm saying. I watched Sneaky lock Tristana in a ranked game yesterday, and I needed the time to unlock all 3 of my brain cells, and I said, wait, I can just pick Tristana, and I do infinite damage.
True.
Watch this.
She's been a high prior this week too, so I think she's probably coming back into the fold as an AD carry. But yeah, no, that was a really good performance, Minus, and you've had some good ones this split. But that's probably one of your best I've seen out of you in a while, so it's gotta feel pretty damn good.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, not being an asshole. Even when I pop off, usually Rika's got more gold, or we both have a lot of gold. But I think this is the first game that, like, me carry, me win you guys the game. Follow me, let me do all the damage.
Sure.
Because, like, game 1, like, I was playing fine, but Rika was doing all the damage, right? Like,
yeah,
he was their prio, he was their focus, like, but Rika's doing infinite damage to them. This is the first game this split that I've actually
I mean, we played against you guys. Your Sivir game, by the way, you did like 65k, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, look, the Sivir does so much fake damage. Like I literally hit the front line and I one shot the 80 carry. Like, man, what a hard champ. Julia taught me that one.
Well, since you like talking, we talk about your supports rel this game 3, man?
Oh my god. Like some of those engages on the fights that I popped off on, like I literally had the time to blow up a target and then jump on Jinx. Like he's buying me infinite time to turn my brain off and still 1v9 the fight. It's kind of crazy. It's a Rel masterclass. What can I say? He also thinks Rel sucks right now, so fuck him.
He's right.
I mean, we've seen his rel last split, and it's definitely like insane the type engages and just how freaking tanky he is on that champion.
Yeah, I mean it just speaks to like they change her so she's worse, but like at the end of the day, Rel is still one of the best engaged champs in the game because like look what she can do, man. It's insane.
I mean, I picked you guys to win. I want everyone to know. I'm better than the viewers. I'm better than the viewers. I also want to point that out because I
Damn,
won.
did the
Oh.
viewers not predict me?
No, the viewers
What?
predicted a PBnJ victory, and I
Oh.
predicted
Hey,
you.
Really?
viewers, fuck you.
Oh my, they're trolling, bro.
Hey, wait a sec. I gotta defend here because you guys can go back and look at the stream. I flamed the absolute hell out of the champion Vex, and then you guys just mass pick dashes into her, and I'm like, okay.
It doesn't matter.
There was a Vex in that game?
Yeah, we literally, I think,
What?
I think Riri literally called it. He's like, I'm gonna first pick Ari here, and his counter is gonna be Vex, and
You did
I
call
am
that.
going to beep him.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit. Rurika, man, you
Yo, what
you
up?
go from the Syndra, and then you're just not allowed to play virtually any
J.
of your
Robert
champions.
Oppenheimer, bro. Don't forget.
And then the Ziggs. I gotta talk about like the set pick in that game too, because I felt like it didn't give you the front line to really like let the Ziggs and your AD do a boatload of damage. What where did he just feel good in that matchup against Cassante?
We pressured him into it.
I think
Oh,
honestly.
Also, it's your guys' fault. I got it.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
I mean,
1000%.
I get the idea, like, Seth could just hold the Mumu or Xanti away, right? And maybe, like, I don't know, like, his E on Jinx after, and then we could, like, chain bomb, but, I mean,
Yeah, his main idea
Draft is
was
good, man. Draft is good, but we're not T1.
his idea was we ult one of the frontliners because like their comp's very like uh obvious, right? Like
So,
you're
like-
playing for Jinx Ari, you're playing for Jinx resets. So it's ult one of the tanks on the Jinx's head and try to just do an ass load of damage on her, and you know, we just didn't get that angle, and I mean we don't want to talk about that game.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
kind of got rolled.
I think the only thing I want to know personally, besides you guys just fighting back and getting the victories overall, right, when it mattered most, was just you guys drafted for comfort in game 3 for the most part. I'm not familiar if you play a lot of Vi Frozen. I know some of your other picks like the Zac in the past, the Shyvana. So I don't know if that's comfort for you, but I am aware that I know P Dog plays Gwen a decent amount. Obviously, I know Rika, you play the Ari, and then obviously we all know about the Rel, right? We've already talked about that. And I feel like I've seen you play enough minus in the past, Tristana. I called you. I said it the wrong way. I've seen you play enough Tristana in the past minus at some point in your career here. So
Yeah.
it feels like a very comfort draft from you guys. Whereas their draft, I'm not sure if that's as much comfort. I mean, obviously the Amumu is a comfort pick, but they seem a little out of sorts a bit. I don't recall them playing a lot of Maokai decks, for example.
Wait,
Yeah.
I got a question. Did chat say draft diff and they favored PBnJ?
I didn't see the word draft diff, but they did pick PBnJ.
Okay. I mean, let me explain.
I'm reporting
The
all
idea
of you.
was good. I picked Arya, right? They already picked an immobile carry, which is Jinx. And I told my team they're gonna play Vex here. And another immobile champion. And so Vi Ari combo is so free, man. We just ult one person and they're dead. Which
Yeah.
what happened?
100%. I do agree. It's a very nice combo. So would not disagree there. But yeah, I would say great series. I don't really have a lot to really talk about personally. CLT, any more questions?
No, they've virtually said what I wanted to say, and Vex is not great.
Vex is not great. I guess it's proven once again for this
I,
guy.
look, I'll man up and say it. I picked PB&J in that game 3 because you guys literally picked nothing but dashes, and then the moment Rurika and the whole top side of the map builds Merc treads and you get feats, like okay,
Yes,
this Vex,
sir.
Bro,
this
I'm
Vex
gonna
is
be
useless.
honest. I got Vex ulted once, and she didn't even take it.
She didn't even take it.
I'm
Vex is a
trolling. I
pussy.
literally didn't even upgrade my boots.
Yeah, like
Oh my
before a
god.
team fight could happen, we just pick her off and she couldn't do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
by the
And
time
then
that she could do anything, like we were so far ahead that she couldn't do anything anyways.
You knew it wasn't a great day when Vex has to go Zonya's second item.
True.
oh, I don't know about that, man. Like if you're playing Vex, just it's either you go in or you die. I'm not building fucking defensive on Vex. You just go damage.
Yeah, agree.
I mean, if you're playing Vex, you just shouldn't be playing Vex.
True, true.
Poor guy is getting dumped on for no reason.
No, wait a sec. Wait. I'll give PB&J credit. We scrimmed them. Kepo in one of those games, he absolutely kicked my ass. Like no, I'm man
I've seen
enough to
some of
say
no.
it.
We looked
But
at some of his solo queue records. We saw the Vex, and we were like, "This is something for us to actually consider being worried about." And then Game 3, Ryu was just like, "No, I got
No,
this,"
I'm
and we were
faker,
like, "All
bro.
right."
I lean against his Vex in one of the flex games that we played, and yeah, it's
oh,
beep beep beep.
be nice.
I don't be
Say it.
nice.
Say it.
No, GG. Well played to PB&J. They had us at the fucking like. They had us at the brink of annihilation after Game 2. We were demoralized as hell. Game 2 was a curb stomp on their part. So well played to them. No
I was just
flame
happy
here.
I was able to play Ziggs.
Yeah.
Even though we fucking dropped the ball for that entire game.
Yeah. Darkhound on that Amumu is absolutely insane.
He is. I have to as a jungler I have to tell you I was bitching and moaning the entire game about him. So he
Nothing
props to you, Darkhand.
Agreed.
All right, well, let's we're gonna cut this short before we encounter any more F bombs and get thrown off Twitch.
Fuck you,
Oh,
chat.
sorry.
Don't help me,
This-
chat.
this
Assholes.
guy. All right.
Okay,
All
I'll be
right.
Banning this guy. Ban this mod from being a mod too.
I'm
already.
banning all of them from the
He's
fucking server.
dude. He's the fakest of fake mods. We all know this.
All right.
I'm
Hey,
not just a mod.
CLT, I'm just
I'm
gonna
an
drop
admin.
out at the bid rest
Just-
quickly to get out
Just
of
drop
here.
it. Just drop it. Just drop it.
Later.
I'm banning.
All right, guys. Well, I just jumped out of there before it got too chaotic, and CLT is coming back and returned. So yeah, that's gonna be the last game of the split, our regular season split. I mean, so yeah, look out for the playoffs. We will not have a three-way tie here in Group B for second seed, so we do know that Backdoor Bandits, TK Benchers, and Scorch will be the second seed. So we'll get those games set up this week, and we'll then have the playoff brackets out. Hopefully, depending on how quickly these guys can play, hopefully before the start of next week. But yeah, so thank you. Also, look out for the All-Star games. It should be this weekend, as tomorrow it should close for All-Star voting. So thanks again for everybody coming out. This has been a longer stream than it probably should have been. Thank you, Riot. So yeah, GG guys. You got anything to say, CLT, before we head out?
No. Congrats to all the teams that made the playoffs. Congrats to all the teams in the league overall. This is easily the most successful we've seen the league be. 3 groups, 18 teams. Like absolute insanity here. I appreciate all the people coming in helping us cast this. We did not miss a regular season series, and we had I think we had less replays this split than even last split. So appreciate everybody helping out with us.
Yeah. That'll be it then. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it off then. So GG guys, and we will see you, I'm sure, at some point in the next coming weeks. So have a wonderful night.